Eye Care Center, Next Tech, People's Bank and Trust, Martin Community College, USD 428, Insurance Planning, Hazmat Response, Magna Dry Cleaning Services, Innovative
All right, there we go.
The voice of the Panthers, Patrick Burnett.
After losing their first two games of the season, the Great Bend Panthers are hot, riding a three-game winning streak into homecoming tonight against the Liberal Redskins. Good evening from Memorial Stadium in Great Bend, along with Jason Perry and Kevin Henderson. I'm Patrick Burnett, and this is Great Bend Panther football. The Panthers beat Dodge City in a thrilling 21-14 overtime matchup a week ago. Great Bend never led in the game until Caden Sharman hooked up with Colton Brock for the go-ahead score in overtime. The Panther defense held their ground and gave GBHS their first league win of the season. Tonight, Great Bend looks to keep the magic alive against the Liberal Redskins. First-year head coach Brian Luters cashed in his 8-man title at Meade last year to get the promotion to the 5A Liberal program. The Redskins have been very competitive during this year's 2-3 season. Angry Red has shut out wins over Emporia and Topeka High compared to a 14-point loss in the season opener to Holcomb and league losses to Dodge City by 8 and last week's 35-14 loss to Garden City. Look for a heavy dose of the run tonight with quarterback Brooks Kappelman and running back Tristan Juarez, something the Panther defense must contend with during tonight's contest. Coming up next, the Panther Scoreboard Show continues as we take a look at action across the state. You're listening to Panther Football, powered by BTI of Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future.
It's not just technology.
It's you, our biggest asset. From big business decisions to your very first transaction.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hello again, this is Kelly Higgins with Plain State Bank here in Great Bend. Have you heard the news? We've moved! We recently moved to 10th and Adams for a more central location to better meet your needs. Plain State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The future is bright. See it clearly with the help of the 10th Street Eye Care Center. Dr. Russell McCauley, Dr. Chad Premer, Dr. Nicole Miller, and Dr. Sarah Steeder are ready to help you. The 10th Street Eye Care Center on the sunny side of the Vision Corner, 10th and Washington, Great Bend.
51% of the student body at Great Bend High School participate in athletics. 78% of those athletes take part in a strength conditioning class. 55% are on the honor roll. Grade point average, 3.3. Great people, great schools, great place. USD 428.
From new construction, remodeling, renovating, to roofing, concrete, and more, Schrader Homes and Remodeling is ready to go to work for you. They are the one licensed and insured company that can get the job done. Find out more online at SchraderHomes.com and say wow, proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Unruh Brothers Waste is the best trash service in the area, providing top-quality commercial and residential garbage removal for Central Kansas. Find out more on the Facebook page. If you're not happy with your trash service, now's the time to switch to Unruh Brothers Great Bend.
Hey Panthers, Empire Realty Group is ready to team up and help you purchase or sell your home. At Empire Realty Group, our team is committed to keeping our clients at the focus of everything we do. Find us on Facebook or call 792-4133.
S&J Trucking congratulates the students, teachers, coaches, and athletes who made tonight's broadcast possible. S&J Trucking is so proud of the young players in today's game. S&J Trucking, delivering innovative solutions every day.
Great Bend Panther football is on your home for the John Boy and Billy Big Show. B1043, The Point.
This Great Bend High School Panther Sports broadcast is brought to you by Insurance.
He plays basketball and runs track for the Panthers.
Welcome back to coverage of Panther football tonight here on a chilly Friday homecoming here at Great Bend's Memorial Stadium. Taking a look at other action across the state and including Western Athletic Conference play tonight. The other league game is in Hayes tonight where they were going to have their homecoming parade at 5 o'clock. It's Oktoberfest weekend up there in Hayes, so a big weekend. But they've had quite a bit of weather this afternoon, so they didn't have a parade, but they're going to have a football game. Dodge City, coming off the loss to Great Bend, on the road at Hayes. So if you're a Panther fan and still wanting the Panthers to at least get a share of the WAC title, you got to root for Dodge City tonight over the Indians. It is the team that we see next week, Ulysses. They are on the road at Garden City this evening. Teams we've already seen, Mac is on the road at Wellington tonight. Bueller is at Augusta, and Wichita Southeast is playing Wichita Heights tonight. So that is some action from across the state of Kansas that is we're going to be keeping our eye on here this evening. Again, the big one will be in Hayes, where Dodge is on the road. Taking a look at the Western Athletic Conference standings right now, Hayes is in the driver's seat. This will be the last WAC game of the year. I beg your pardon. No, it's not. Hayes has Liberal next week, but Hayes right now is in the driver's seat at 2-0. Garden City, Great Bend, and Dodge City are all tied at 1-1, and you've got Liberal at 0-2. However, that is a very competitive 0-2, and you'll hear from head coach Aaron Beck talking about how competitive Liberal was last week against Garden City. And 2 weeks ago against Dodge, they jumped out to a two-possession lead before the Red Demons kind of woke up, battled back, and then the starting quarterback, Brooks Kappelman, got injured and didn't return for the rest of the ball game. So just a bounce of a football here or there, and things could be much different from Brian Luters in his first season at Liberal High School. But right now, Hayes is in the driver's seat. If they get a win tonight over Dodge, they will at least sew up at least a tie. But you see as much talent as the Indians have this year, they definitely are the hands-down favorite to win. So again, for the Panthers to have a shot, you got to root for the Demons tonight on the road against the Indians. All right, that's a look at some of the action we'll be keeping our eye on. When we come back, Jason Perry joins us. He puts on the headset, and we talk about the Liberal Redskins as more pregame comes your way during the Panther Scoreboard Show. This is Panther Football, powered by BTI and Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
This Great Bend High School Panthers sports broadcast is brought to you by Insurance Planning of Great Bend, Hayes, and Russell. Insurance Planning offers full line, profits, and risk management services for the way you work and live. Call Insurance Planning today at Great Bend, Hayes, or Russell.
If you can't move very well, you don't feel good. If you don't feel good, you
His go
can't
up a little
function at
bit.
your best. Maybe it's time to see Dr. V at Bugles Night Chiropractic. Stop by at 1309 Williams in Great Bend. Bugles Night Chiropractic. People who care.
Plumbing and heating emergencies rarely happen between 9 and 5. That's why the pros at Comfort Pro are available 24/7, 365. Comfort Pro, the area's largest Bryan dealer, is just a phone call away.
Even the cleanest houses and offices struggle with mold and mildew in the air ducts of their heating and cooling systems. Magna Dry Cleaning Services in Great Bend offers complete air duct cleaning. Magna Dry Cleaning Services, just north of 24th and Main.
Dom Pipe Testing is proud to bring you live coverage of Panther sports. Dom Pipe Testing provides hot oiler, steaming, hydro testing, and rack testing services in the oil field and beyond. For quick, reliable service, call Dom Pipe Testing and go Panthers.
Do you need some trees removed, fill dirt, or rock for landscaping or driveway? Maybe you need some demolition work done, or a giant waste container. Whatever the job, make the call to Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 121 Washington Street in Great Bend.
Delgado's Mexican
30 seconds.
Restaurant at 10th and Stone Street is a proud supporter of the Great Bend High School Panthers. They're open for lunch from 11 to 2, dinner from 5 until 8:30 Monday through Friday. And for catering, give them a call and taco night. Delgado's.
5G devices at Next10 Wireless. Now you can get the iPhone 14 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus on us. We are Kansas.
Ian is the son of Andrea and Mike Jennings.
Back to the action with Patrick Burnett and Jason Perry on B1043. The Point.
Welcome back to more of the Panther Send-Off Show. Patrick Burnett now joined by Jason Perry as we talk about the Liberal Redskins here this evening, or as they've been known to be called over the year, Angry Red. As they come in here tonight, Jason, as we'll see some red. We'll see some red in their faces as well. This team has been playing pretty darn good. If it wasn't for the injury to Brooks Kappelman in the Dodge game, that game may have went a little bit differently. I think this is going to be a hard-fought, contested matchup tonight, as Liberal is playing like a team we haven't seen them play like in quite some time.
Well, they have a little bit of energy on that side with a new coach coming in and a new system and getting out to a couple of wins early on in their season. Tonight, I didn't want any weather coming in for the Liberal game. I thought we matched up really well. I thought we had the advantage. Then playing at home, we really had the advantage. Then homecoming, we had the advantage, and now some weather moved in, and it's a little drippy outside. I still think the advantage goes to Great Bend tonight. Kappelman, though, we got to see him, what he can do as a quarterback. I thought he looked really good last year, as good as anybody we saw throwing the football, and he put together the drive of his life, that last drive at Liberal against the Panthers a year ago. Hit every ball that he needed to. Did it with his legs when we had everybody covered up. Got it down there and punched in the end zone. So they got a little energy, a little confidence coming into tonight, but so do the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers definitely have kind of started to flex their muscles a little bit the last couple of weeks. Let's talk more about Brooks Kappelman, the 6'1", 190-pound junior quarterback. You talk about his arm. He's completed 48 of 84 passes for 872 yards, 8 TDs already compared to only 3 picks. But the thing that really, and I don't know how much this is going to come into the effect tonight with that knee injury that he has sustained against Dodge. How well can he run the ball? 37 carries, $188, 2 TDs in the year.
Yeah, and one stat you're not going to see there, of all the people that we have seen and that we know, he's a cerebral quarterback. This guy makes the right decisions, and he has a memory bank where if he does do something wrong or you do something against him, he can remember that, and he knows where that play was. He's a pitcher in baseball. He does the same thing there. You're not going to get too many things by him. You might be able to fool Kappelman once, as the saying goes, but not twice. He has developed into a little bit more of a confident quarterback than he was a year ago, standing in there this year as a junior. You said missed a little bit of a game, but still comes in with 872 yards passing. Their passing yards, they lead the conference total with 1,161. So should be a good matchup tonight. You have to keep an eye on Kappelman, no matter where you're on the defensive side of the football.
As you take a look at things here, both of these teams have seen a lot of success in streaks against each other. Liberal has the all-time series 29-2. They've won 2 in a row. Now, the longest Great Bend winning streak was 13 games from 2019 to 2004. Liberal's long winning streak during the Gary Cornelson era, 17 games. That was from 2001 to 1983. Now, things have changed, and really, there was that long stretch here where, again, Great Bend won 13 games, but that was, 3 trips ago that happened here with Jason Dunlap, where the Panthers had the lead all the way through the game, and then at the very end, a young man by the name of Burciaga could not stop him up the middle. They drive down the field and score. And then you mentioned last year, it was the last drive of the ball game. They scored, and they didn't have a kicker last year, so they had to go for 2 each time. They went for 2 and got it. So here in the last, 5-6 years or so, Jason, it's come down really, really close in several of these Liberal Great Bend matchups.
It certainly has, and you brought back nightmares of the Burciaga drive from the fullback position. They did get a passing on that one going to the south end zone tonight. Just have to be in a position where they can't be that close at the end of the game. But you talked about the tide switching. Well, when Liberal had all those wins in a row, you can still hear the call if those that didn't go to the game, because it was at the Liberal, 1 yard outside the end zone. It was a completion to Brent Meter, and he got pulled over and fell in the end zone over the top of the defender and just kind of snapped that streak, and then Great Bend started a streak of their own. So Great Bend leads to get back to the winning ways against the Liberal Redskins tonight, and I think that we stand a very good chance to match up extremely well with the Redskins.
I agree, Jason. A lot of things going the Panthers' way in tonight's matchup. All right, we have wrapped up our discussion about the Liberal Redskins. It's time to turn our attention to our Great Bend Panthers. This is Homecoming 2022. Brian Chacon and Aubrey Smith have just been crowned this year's Homecoming King and Queen, so congratulations to those two. And our pregame meal tonight, compliments of American Plains Co-op. So a big thank you to American Plains Co-op, as the Philly cheesesteak wraps were absolutely delicious. Stick around. My pregame visit with head coach Aaron Beck of the Panthers is next. This is Panther Football, powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Kickoff is just 15 minutes away. Jason Perry will deliver the keys to the game. But first, Patrick Burnett visits with head Panther coach Aaron Beck. Next on Panther Football.
Tooth loss is no laughing matter. Dr. Joe Rosenberg can fit you with conventional dentures or mini implants for single tooth loss. No pain, just gain. Keep your smile. Dr. Joe Rosenberg Family Dentistry in Larned, St. John, and Great Bend.
Sutherland staff and knowledgeable experts can help you plan any project. When it comes to home improvement and building materials, remember Sutherland's of Great Bend, a proud supporter of Panther sports. Sutherland's helping America build it better since 1917.
The American Plains Co-op supports all the students of USD 428 in academics, activities, and athletics. Your hard work pays off, and you represent our community so well. Backing every Panther every day, the American Plains Co-op.
Advanced Therapy in Sports Medicine is the athletic training and sports medicine provider for Panther Sports. On the field or off, you can count on Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine to get your life back. Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, 4801 10th Street in Great Bend.
It's time for the Venture Corporation pregame show. Patrick Burnett visits with Panther head coach Aaron Beck. Right after this, from Venture Corporation.
Venture Corporation is now hiring for a CDL tanker operator driver. We'll operate the same truck all week. New higher wages with flexible hours. No weekends. And time and a half over 40 hours. Blue Cross and Blue Shield health insurance. Vision insurance. Section 125 cafeteria plan. 401k retirement plan with match. Venture Corporation is an equal opportunity employer. Women and minorities encouraged. Apply in person at 214 South Highway 281 in Great Bend. Online at venturecorpks.com or call Leslie at Venture Corporation. Homegrown, family owned.
Welcome back to the Panther Send-Off Show. It's Patrick Burnett with head coach Aaron Beck. Well, here we go. Another conference game and another big week. How big of a win was that last Friday in knowing your team beat a good team and then carrying that over to your prep this week for Liberal?
Yeah, that was probably the biggest part of the whole week heading into Dodge City was not, you know, those first two games we loved them, we enjoyed them, but we really wanted to go out and get a whack win, and not only a whack win, but one against a quality opponent like Dodge. I mean, we see them on film, know they're very well coached. They do some things that present some problems, so for our kids just to hang in that thing and battle, even not playing as our best football that first half, to see them just kind of stick with the process and to make some huge plays we needed to win that thing was pretty exciting for them.
Coach, I'm sure you've experienced this too, and I'm sure the kids have, but just the feeling in our community now of when you're out in the community and having people come up and talk to you and the kids and me and telling them how excited they are, that's got to make this feel so great for the kids and for you.
Yeah, and you know, that's something that, you know, I've experienced over my career, going back over the 7 years of doing this, but these kids have not, and that's what just won so badly for your kids is to see the joy in their eyes, just to walk around with that pride and that confidence is so exciting to see, and I know they're loving it. We talk about it all the time. We talked about it after that game. You know, we're at Wendy's after Dodge City, and looking at Kate and some of those guys and saying, it's a great feeling, isn't it? And you can tell they just want to keep it rolling and keep riding the high of winning.
When we come back, we'll talk about tonight's opponent, Liberal, right after this.
Venture Corporation is now hiring for a CDL tanker operator driver. We'll operate the same truck all week. New higher wages with flexible hours. No weekends. And time and a half over 40 hours. Blue Cross and Blue Shield health insurance. Vision insurance. Section 125 cafeteria plan. 401k retirement plan with match. Venture Corporation is an equal opportunity employer. Women and minorities encouraged. Apply in person at 214 South Highway 281 in Great Bend. Online at venturecorpks.com or call Leslie at Venture Corporation. Homegrown, family owned.
All right, Coach, it is the Liberal Redskins that come to town tonight. They are 2-3 on the season, but a couple of, breaks here or breaks there or injuries here and there. They very easily could be a 3 or 4 win team at this point. I think this is going to be a really competitive team coming to town.
Yeah, if you look at their last 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago they played Dodge, really tight. You know, they climbed in the hole and were down 17-0 versus them and crawled back out of it and made it a game and just lost at the end. So you can tell they have some don't give up in them as well. So that's part of the thing that always scares you when you turn the film on, knowing we can't relax. We can't ever think that whether we're up or down or whatever, these guys are going to keep the pedal to the metal and play for 4 quarters. And that's probably something that I noticed the most with Coach Luger's, their new football coach, that he's got these kids playing hard and believing. And sometimes that's half the battle in high school sports. And you kind of saw it last week against Garden as well. You know, they jumped out to a 14-7 lead and tied up 14-14 with a really good Garden team. Kind of ran out of gas in the second half, but just kind of shows their ability to play with anybody. So I know our kids are excited and ready, and they're focused on the task at hand of beating Liberal tonight.
All right, so beating Liberal, Panthers have got to come out and get it done tonight. I mean, they're not going to lay down, as you just said. So what's it going to take tonight for your team to get the dub?
Well, you know, I told our kids yesterday in our team meeting that I don't really question our kids coming out and playing hard and being focused. It's going to be execution. We've got to make sure that we sure up some of the things that we have some mental lapses, especially on offense, in that first half of running the football, and the things that we really have been doing well. Kind of forgot some things that we had to go back to the drawing board on. So execution will be key, and then you know, I mean, I think being able to score, we got to be able to score some points because Liberal's offense is pretty dangerous. That Kappelman kid back there, the receivers they got, their running back runs hard. They got a big O-line. I mean, so we're going to have to offensively make sure that we capitalize the opportunities we're going to have tonight.
All right, Coach, wish you the very best of luck. Let's go have a fun and happy homecoming tonight.
All right, thanks, Patrick.
Comments of head coach Aaron Beck. When we come back, it's Jason Perry's Marmy Auto Group, keys to the ball game. Panther football is powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
You've been listening to the Venture Corporation pregame show. Coverage continues with the Marmy Auto Group keys to the game. Next on B1043, The Point.
Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency is proud to support this Panther broadcast. If you're looking for residential, commercial, or farm properties, turn to Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency, 1101 Williams in Great Bend.
Farmers Bank and Trust, committed to supporting the communities we serve. From ag lending, home loans, and mobile banking to participation in the activities that make a community strong. We're proud to help bring you this Panther broadcast. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
The trouble with the future is that it keeps getting closer and closer. It is important to begin developing a plan today.
This timing's not going to work out very well.
Individual needs before anything else. Call Todd Armitage, Jim Bopat, Chris Sundahl, or Jim Armitage at Edward Jones Great Bend today.
This is Julie from the Field House, and we are a proud supporter of the Great Bend Panthers. Here at the Field House, we believe that starting youth in athletics builds character and leadership skills. So check us out at fieldhousegb.com.
The official home of Panther football is B1043, The Point.
Welcome back to coverage of Great Bend Panther football, as it is Great Bend hosting the Liberal Redskins here on this Friday night. It's time now for the Marmy Auto Group keys to the ball game, the official transportation providers of Eagle Radio Sports. Hey, we're at home this week. We're at home next week. We had a couple of road games. Marmy's hooked us up. They'll do the same for you and your crew. The Marmy Auto Group on 10th in Great Bend. Mr. Perry, we've got Angry Red. We've got the Panthers that wear some red. And, well, we got some rain falling from the sky. So all those things combined, what's it take for the Panthers to come out and get the dub tonight?
And a north wind. Well, it's always going to take field position when you got an even matchup here. You got to convert some third downs tonight. The Panthers have to play with confidence, which they've gained the last 3 weeks, but they cannot be overconfident against this Liberal Redskin team. And this GBHS on the homecoming night, they've got to own their turf. And how are they going to do that? Jeff Lutz, black shirt defense, the guy come up, play big, and get us some turnovers tonight. So we have to win a couple turnovers. They got to stop the run with that rain. You know, I was worried about Kappelman's arm, but you come here tonight and you're like, they're going to run the football. I mean, they're going to establish the run. So the defense of Jeff Lutz got to put pressure on Kappelman.
Pressure on Kappelman, stop some Kappelman, stop some Juarez, and then maybe the Panthers can party on the ball a little bit tonight as well, and they can bring the heat. All right, that's your Marmy Auto Group keys to the ball game. When we come back to Memorial Stadium, a few more pregame thoughts and tonight's opening kick. Panther football is powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Hi, this is Karen Reddick. Scott Scott and I would like to do a shout out to the Panther cheerleaders. They work hard every game to provide leadership, sportsmanship, and team spirit. Go Panthers! From Scott's Welding, look for the signs west of 10th and Patton Road, Great Bend.
Stop settling for slow internet with data caps and throttle points. Switch to Nextech and get a $100 credit. Already a customer? Upgrade and pay your current price for 3 months. Nextech, here for you then, now, and for whatever comes next.
Beef, it's what's for dinner. America's taste for beef continues to grow, and much of that nutritious product is produced here in our local community. Innovative livestock services, Ward Feed Yard, Great Bend Feeding, and Barton County Feeders are proud to support area athletes in today's game. Hazmat Response West 10th Great Bend provides hazardous emergency response service throughout the Midwest. When you have an emergency, you want to know that help is on the way. Now, Hazmat Response provides that assurance, and they're proud to sponsor this Panther broadcast.
This is GBHS alum Taylor Calcaro, Watkins Calcaro Law Firm. We are full of Panther pride and are glad to call Great Bend home. Your home for Panther sports is D1043 The Point, KBGB Great Bend. Go Panthers!
It's Panther football on B1043 The Point.
Welcome back to Great Bend's Memorial Stadium. We're a few moments away from tonight's opening kickoff. A couple more pregame thoughts for you before we get this Western Athletic Conference game underway. Panthers in the home black on black. That's the black tops, the black pants, white numerals trimmed in red with the Black Panther headgear out there as well. For Liberal, they will bring tonight white jerseys, black pants, red numerals trimmed in black. They've got a red helmet that is just a plain red helmet with some black face markings on the helmet to go with their look. So that's how our teams will look here tonight. You've got Sharman, Nieto, Johnson, and Mater as the four captains for the Panthers who will march themselves out onto the field. Jason, you said something earlier, and it's something you heard Coach Aaron Beck say as well, momentum, and the fact that this team is feeling good about itself. This is something you said back in the Bueller game. The Panthers, for the first time in years, were able to play relaxed, and that's something that we've seen. And because of that, we have seen this Panther team play so good over this three-game winning streak.
Well, when you don't have to play from behind all the time and always come up in a pressure situation, always feel like every play is live or die, you got to make this one to stay in the ball game. It really does give you a different perspective out there on the field. And we've got to see a couple of the Panthers flourish out there. We've got to see multiple guys step up, have big games since then. And we've got to see a quarterback in Caden Sharman settle down, relax, have some time to pick and choose and be able to throw the ball around a little bit and not have to live or die on every pass. And we've seen some extreme maturity in a lot of these players for the Panthers.
One of the things that I look at when I get ready for my building of my stat chart is the offense. 2,129 yards of offense for Liberal on the season. That's about 425 yards per game. The Panthers, on the other side, 1,612, 322 yards. So if you're just looking at that, Liberal averages about 100 yards more a game in offense than the Panther offense does.
Yeah, Great Bend's had a couple more games in the trenches against some tougher opponents what Liberals had. So they can move, they can score the ball, they can do it with the legs, they can do it with the air. Looks like some of the mist or the light rain has subsided right now, so could be ready for a good ball game with the wind out of the north. A little chillier, a little football weather on a chilly night that was serving chilly. And what do you call a guy with shorts on between two guys with blankets? Well, you call that guy a Henderson.
You call that guy a Henderson.
And I think that the Henderson on the home field side just might be enough, the home field advantage here tonight, to push Great Bend over the edge and get another win and continue that streak.
He's kind of our mascot. He's the polar bear as well. We love him to death, and we're glad to have him on the team. That's for darn sure. Panthers won the opening toss. They will defer to the second half. That means the Skins will take the ball first. Panthers will kick it left to right as you listen. That is towards the south. So as you mentioned, Jeff Lutt's defense will take the field first here this evening. And as Jason said, it is a chilly night, 47 degrees. We've had some light rain falling here at Memorial Stadium. As I'm looking out the crowd, everybody's got some kind of coat, jacket, rain gear. I'm seeing some hoodies. We're seeing a lot of stocking caps as well. So everybody's bundled up. We're ready to go, and here comes the opening kick. It is high, it is short, and it's taken over the shoulder by one of the upmen at about the 27-yard line.
That's interesting.
Well, I thought he put his arm up for a fair catch.
The guy behind him did. And then it was kicked short. He took it, wanted to take off running, so they went ahead and blew that dead. You're going to have to call New York and get a ruling on that, but that's right. We won. They had the ball, short field, Great Bend side of the field. They'll be spotted at the 27-yard line.
Liberal is a broadcaster's nightmare. They have multiple Juarez's, Schwints, and Amadors on the team. Kappelman, there's only one of him. It's going to be a zone give into the hands of Juarez. Not a lot doing along the D line. It's going to be Matthew Johnson, Matthew Mater, the two linebackers combining in on the stop after a gain of 3 for Juarez.
Yeah, they'll run a very similar offense to what Great Bend runs. They're more of a spread team. They're not that tight formation inside run like Garden City would be or Dodge City a week ago. They like to move the ball hash to hash. There you get to see them run to the wide side of the field with the zone replay to the right.
Their number one receiver, Izzy Rotolo, is out tonight with a broken thumb. They come back with a zone read to the near side. Matthew Johnson, first Panther tackler there after a gain of 2 to the 32 to bring up a 3rd down and long.
Now, Great Bend can hold them to 2, less than 3 yards a pop. Then we're doing things right. We want to put Liberal into 3rd down situations. Here's a big 3rd. Looks like a long 5 for the Redskins.
1 minute we have played thus far. Twin receivers to the right, one to the left. Tight end is Eric Lira to the right. We see some motion now to the near side. That's Aiden Schwint. Kappelman, short drop. It was tipped and then caught off the deflection. Kern tipped it. It was caught, but it's going to be short of the 1st down. Amador brings it in just barely across the 35. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 2.
Now long 2 here for Liberal. They'll be kicking if they elect to punt from the 36-yard line into the North Breeze.
And it looks like they're going to line up and go for it. From their own 36, 4th and a long 2. Kappelman, this is going to be quarterback run. Gaping hole up the middle. And they've got the 1st down. Actually, it was not. It was Aiden Schwint who took the direct snap. Boy, gutsy roll of the dice there by Coach Luters, and it pays off and gives them their first down.
I like the call. Just was a little hesitant about the area in the field of where it was. So then we got to see Liberal, as you say, roll the dice, come up with the biggest play up the middle.
That was a gain of 8 yards. Juarez going back to work. It's Dion Jones, the leading tackler for the Great Bend Panthers, the 6', 200-pound junior. He's the first one to wrap Juarez up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Well, we didn't talk much about the Panthers defense, but you got both the Matthews in there at linebacker. That's Mater and Johnson. And then you've got Dion Jones, who plays like a linebacker from the down tackle position. Those 3 guys got to put pressure in the backfield tonight. Nice to see Dion Jones getting there, one of the leading tacklers for the Panther. Had another to his tally.
2nd down and 10 now. Kappelman wants to throw over the middle. He lofts it. It is incomplete. Oh, here comes a flag. The secondary is going to get a penalty on Skylar McMullen. It'll be a defensive pass interference. But I'm looking at Aaron Beck and Bill Maddie on the side, and they're saying that the pass was deflected.
And they are correct.
But the officials aren't calling it. They are calling the DPI penalty on the Panthers.
So circle that, the 6th play of the drive for Liberal. That's a big play there with the penalty. Brings up 1st down, 7th play of the drive. That was continued on that gutsy 4th down call and conversion.
So on the penalty, 2nd 1st down of the drive. Kappelman wants to, no, that's Schwint. They're going to run him to the right side. He gets the corner turned, and then Matthew Mater lays the lumber to him at about the 38-yard line. So definitely we're seeing a 2-quarterback system here, which we kind of thought we would, Jason, with Kappelman's knee injury.
Yeah, and it's been very effective here on the opening drive. When they get the ball with that backup quarterback Schwint, he's able to go north and south very quickly, pick up huge yards.
This time it's Kappelman Takes the snap. It's going to be a give to Juarez. Starts inside, bounces outside. Mater rolls him up from behind, but not after Juarez gets to the 30-yard line, a gain of 8, and another Redskin first down.
Yeah, 2 plays and a first down. Bring up the 9th play of the drive now. Ball in the middle of the field. They're right on the 30-yard line. Great Bend needs to find a way to slow down this opening drive of the Liberal Redskins.
Zayden Martinez, a receiver to the right. They bring one to the left and in the slot as well. This is Kappelman on 1st and 10 from the 30. Takes the snap, looks right, throws right, going to Martinez into double coverage, and it is incomplete. It was jostled around. It looked like it was almost picked off by Ian Premer over there. You had Braylon Council in coverage over the top. They did a nice job to blanket Martinez. With Izzy Rotolo Garcia out, that makes Martinez their biggest play wide receiver. 17 catches, 384 yards, and 6 TDs in the season.
Yeah, and they're not afraid to throw the ball there. You got to see, we knew Kappelman had a good arm. Really put it just inside the goal line on that deep flag pattern. Had the chance to get the ball. Now they come out in the pro split back set.
Yeah, we haven't seen this formation yet. They're going to turn the handoff into the backfield. Not a whole lot doing. Panther defense did a nice job of stopping it. That was Matthew Mater. Aiden Schwintz in on the carry. Going to give him a gain of a yard.
Yeah, no yardage on the first down. Incomplete pass. Pick up one here on the run. See a couple receivers come into the game. Looks like this will be an automatic pass play here. See if the Panthers can defend this. Or, like we talked about earlier, get some pressure back there on the quarterback.
James Feeser is a young freshman. He's a slot to the left. They got 2 receivers to the right as well. Here's Kappelman on this 3rd and 9. Good pocket, plenty of time. Receiver has a Panther beaten. It is underthrown, and it is incomplete over on the far side. And the Panthers catch a break that time as Caden Sharman was out there in defense of Aiden Schwint. And the fast falls incomplete, and I'm thinking Coach Luters is going to go for it here.
On the backside, they completely missed wide receiver number 7, Martinez, who ran the skinny post up the seam, and he was wide open after about 6 steps, came back, threw his hands up in disgust as Kappelman went back to the deep post or out pass, that flag route that he's thrown twice on this drive.
4th and 9 now from the Great Bend 29. Motion to the near side is Schwint. Here's the snap to Kappelman. Looks right, throws right. It's an out pattern. It is caught at the sticks, and it'll be a first down. As they're going to mark him out at the 19-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 10, and the second 4th down conversion on this drive.
Well, if you wondered whether Coach's big difference was, Coach Luters, he's not afraid to go for it. 2 4th downs on this drive, 2 4th down conversions. Fresh set of downs at the 20.
Here's Kappelman. He'll hand it off to Juarez. Missing are the Panthers on a couple of tackles all the way down to the 10-yard line. A couple of Panthers had some whiffs out there. Danny Nieto had to run him down from behind. That's going to be a gain of darn near 9. They'll place it down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, Great Bend's got to dial up the blitz right here and try to get in the backfield, put a big stop together on 2nd down as Liberals marching up their side of the field.
Just 2nd down and 2. Kappelman hold everything. I think Liberal was in motion a little quickly. Yep, They were. So we'll take the cheap 5 here.
Slot receiver on the short side of the field got going a little too early. That's exactly what the Panthers needed. Get them back, make it a long 2nd down situation with the penalty.
So the spot will move backwards now to the 16-yard line. We're at 2nd and 7. We're scoreless. First drive of the night for Liberal. 6.5 minutes to go in the period. Twin receivers to the right, one to the left. We see the tight end lining up on the right. They don't throw to the tight end hardly at all. Only 3 receptions all year between both their tight ends. This is quarterback run with Schwint the whole way. It's ran down by Nieto from behind from his nose guard position. Schwint, though, gets forward progress across the 15 to the 13 for a gain of 3.
At 3rd, long 3, maybe 4 yards there. Liberals got to pick up. We see substitutions, some bigger corners coming in for the Panthers. Liberal taking their time now, getting the play called as they break the huddle.
Well, Great Bend has not had problems stopping them on 3rd down, but it's been 4th down. It's going to be Kappelman now to take the snap on 3rd and 4 from the Great Bend 13. Tied in motion to the far side. Kappelman stands up tall. Now the tight end comes back to the near side. There's the snap. He looks left. Tucks it. Is going to have to scramble. Throws on the run. It is over on the far pylon. Is it caught?
Oh.
Yes, it is. A beautiful touchdown over on the far side. That was Zayden Martinez. We just talked about him. He's now the go-to receiver. That is his 7th TD of the season.
Not only is he the go-to receiver, there was another receiver open again on the backside. Last time it was number 7. This time he's on the wide side of the field, and Kappelman escaped a near sack and threw a complete dart up there. Looked like he might have been at the 1/2 foot line. But he's able to lean in, get the football at the pylon. That puts him up 6-0.
Good snap, good hold, and the PAT is up, and he missed it to the left. All right, so maybe that might come back to bite him later on in this ball game. A long way to go. 5:51, Liberal up 6-0. Panther football is powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Hey, you want to hear some good news? Venture Corporation is still hiring for laborers, flaggers, equipment operators.
6 minutes, 9 seconds, 16 plays, 79 yards. Touchdown. Did you get the yardage on that?
13.
Okay.
At the University of Kansas Health System in Great Bend are here to care for every level of athlete. Whether you're an armchair quarterback or star of the team, we can get you back in the game. Call 620-792-4383 to schedule an appointment. Go Panthers.
With supply chain issues affecting vehicle inventories, it is more important than ever to maintain your current vehicle. Visit Marmy Auto Group service departments and speak with our factory-trained advisors about how to maintain, protect, and keep your vehicle running smoothly. Marmy's make it happen.
Back to the action with Patrick Burnett and Jason Perry on B1043. The Point.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better start for Liberal. A 16-play, 79-yard drive that took 6 minutes and 9 seconds, capped off by the 13-yard touchdown pass from Kappelman to Martinez. For Kappelman, his 9th TD of the season. They converted no third downs on that drive. I beg your pardon, that last play was a third down play. So they were 1 of 3 and then converted 2 fourth downs on that drive. But they missed the PAT. So we'll see how Liberal's kicker is. That is Danny Landa. He's got the ball teed up at the 40. This is going to be a short kick. It'll be taken by one of the Panthers at the 19. Now the 25, 30, 35. That's Miller. And he gets upended at about the 29-yard line. So a good return for Miller. Sets the Panthers up 1st down and 10 at their own 38 or 39.
Well, much as we saw a week ago, the run game of Dodge City chewing up some clock. You got to see Liberal come out in the opening drive, convert 2 fourth down conversions, and take 6 minutes and 9 seconds to put some points on the board.
Great Bend comes out with twin receivers to the near, one to the far. Brock, the blocking back, Miller, the tailback, Sharman, the quarterback. It'll be a handoff left to Cody Miller trying to pick a hole. Not a whole lot doing, and it's going to be maybe a gain of a yard to the 40-yard line. Ivan Moreno leads the charge. He's one of the linebackers. Actually, they're going to give him forward progress to the 41, so it's a gain of 2 for Miller.
Hey, we'll take it. 4-3 set out of the Liberal Redskins right there. You guys see the man that made a touchdown, Martinez, come across and give a little shot to Sharman at the end of the play. Their defense is dialed in, ready to go here for the Liberal Redskins.
Now, you don't see a guy like Martinez play wide receiver and D-line. And it's not even D-line, he's a D-end. 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers from their own 41. Here comes Council in motion to the near side. It's going to be a handoff to Miller as he kind of sniped through the initial surge of the defense. Then somebody got a hold of his shoelace, and he fell down at about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5 for Miller.
Now, looks like Liberals got straight up man going and put a man in motion. Great Bend wanted to see what they're going to do. They ran the corner across the field. So now the offensive minds will work over there and try to use that to our advantage later on when we need it. Double twins here for the Panthers on 3rd and short.
3rd down and 3 for Great Bend. Twins right, twins left. Ball is right in the middle of the field at the 46-yard line. Here comes the play call. Play clock's down to 5. Oh, the Panthers were offsides. That was one of the receivers. It was Colton Brock who took off early. So instead of 3rd down and 2, this will be a 5-yard penalty, march the Panthers backwards.
Offense number 40. The 5-yard penalty. So 3rd down.
Kern checks out. Offensive line. Schaefer comes back into the right tackle position. So we got the starters back in there. 3rd and long. Great Bend needs to convert this one here at midfield.
Yeah, 3rd down and 7 now instead of 3rd and 2. We'll see if that changes the play call here for GBHS. As Jason says, the open set, Twins left, Twins right. You've got Miller in the pistol behind Sharman. 3:54 to go in the quarter. Here comes the Panthers emptying out the backfield. They're going to throw out of it. Council's got his man beat. Throw is underthrown. He catches it and is tackled at the 19-yard line. I think that's the first time this season, Jason, we've seen the Panthers empty out the backfield, and it was not a quarterback run, so they broke a tendency, and it led to a big play.
Not only that, we could see that they were in a man coverage, and the last time this happened, that was on this field against Bueller, and Great Bend had a field day in it. And there you get to see Council sneak out very quickly on his deep go route. Had to stop, as you said, come back, get the ball. The ball's just inside the 20-yard line.
19 is where the spot is going to come from. This is a quarterback run for Sharman to the left. He ran right into Tyron Holmes, one of the big defensive linemen out there for the Liberal Redskins. Sharman's going to get a couple of yards off the left-hand side of the line to bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it 8 to go.
And you said Great Bend doesn't have a lot of big plays. They got a big play there on this drive with that pass from Sharman to Council.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Miller empties out the backfield. Panthers are going to throw it to him. He makes 1 Redskin miss, but can't make number 2 and number 3 miss. Across the 15 to about the 13-yard line for Miller. That is already his 14th catch of the season and a gain of 3.
Great Bend trying to plot a little bit around that big defensive line that the Liberal Redskins got there in the middle. A nose tackle playing in the 2 shade in there at 350 pounds. His counterparts on the other side at 265. Great Bend just elects to run the swing pass.
3rd and 4 from the Redskin 13. Sharman. This is going to be a give to Miller. Oh, he didn't get it. As the Liberal Redskin D-line all over the Panthers. May have got a gain of a yard. This is going to bring up 4th and 3 for Great Bend. We'll see if the Panthers are going to kick it here or if they're going to go for it. They're going to send Trent Kern out there. It looks like they're going for it.
Yeah, I think Great Bend's got to match touchdown for touchdown here.
So they only gained a yard. Spot is just to the 12-yard line. Panthers have got to get to the 9 for the first. A receiver left and right. This is a full house backfield. 3 running backs, and we see Aaron Beck sprinting up the sideline to call a timeout. We'll take it with a $1:31 to go. 4th down play coming up. Panther football powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Great Bend Pizza Hut is all about Panther football. Now, get Pizza Hut's personal pan pizzas at the Panthers concession stand. Beef, cheese, or pepperoni. Or stop by any of their 2 locations in Great Bend after the game. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future. It's not just technology. It's you, our biggest asset. From big business decisions to your very first transaction.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hello again. This is Kelly Higgins with Plain State Bank here in Great Bend. Have you heard the news? We've moved. We recently moved to 10th and Adams for a more central location to better meet your needs. Plain State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Great Bend Panther football is on your home for the John Boy and Billy Big Show. B1043, The Point.
An early big 4th down play for the Panthers. It's 4th and 3. 5 receivers set. Sharman looks to the right, throws to the right. Council's got a 1st down. He dives to the pylon, and it didn't get in. But he's down to about the 1-inch yard line. That is a big play. Panthers are going to be in business. It'll be 1st and goal at the 1.
Now we talked about Sharman being able to dial up some precision on his passing game. And then they clarify that he stepped out of bounds before he hit the pylon. That's going to be 1st down and a 1/3 of a football for Great Bend to get in the end zone.
Ball is going to be spotted across the 1. Full house backfield. You've got Kern and Brock back there leading the way from Miller. Sharman under center. It's a give left side. Miller's in. Cody Miller is in. That is his 8th touchdown of the season, and it's time to score first with the Panthers. And Delgado's, text your name now to 620-639-6-WIN on the Next Tech Wireless phone for your chance to score first with the Panthers with 1:22 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, it takes Great Bend Panthers 4 minutes and 23 seconds to answer back on 9 plays. Now they can try to get that kick in and go ahead.
Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. And the Panthers answer and have the lead 7-6 over Liberal. 1:22 to go in the quarter. This is Panther football powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
The future is bright. See it clearly with the help of the 10th Street Eye Care Center. Dr. Russell
All right.
61-yard drive.
Miller and Dr. Sarah Steeder are ready to help.
Gotcha.
The 10th Street
4 minutes, 23 seconds, 9 plays. Burned a timeout in the process.
The student body at Great Bend High School participate in athletics. 78% of those athletes take part in a strength conditioning class. 55% are on the honor roll. Grade point average, 3.3. Great people, great schools, great place. USD 428.
From new construction, remodeling, renovating, to roofing, concrete, and more, Trader Homes and Remodeling is ready to go to work for you. They are the one licensed and insured company that can get the job done. Find out more online at TraderHomes.com and say wow. Proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Back to the action with Patrick Burnett and Jason Perry on B1043. The Point.
Well, the Great Bend Panthers answer the Liberal Redskins scoring drive. 7-6 GBHS, $1:22 to go here in quarter number 1. High short kick to the near side. It's going to be taken by the tight end Lira. Looks like he asked for the fair catch and then took off. Now a flag comes in.
Special teams, you can't fair catch and then take off after you catch it, so you got to make your mind up.
Eric Lira is a tight end. So he's not used to catching the foosball.
I think he's in there to block, and he's been told, do not run it, and then instinct just takes over.
I think you're right.
Or he could be angry.
He could be. It's a 5-yard penalty for an invalid fair catch signal. So the spot will be at the 20-yard line. So it's as if the Panthers booted it through the end zone.
Correct.
All right. Brooks Kappelman trotting onto the field with the play from the sideline. $1:17 to go in quarter 1, 7-6 Panthers. Ball's on the near hash at the 20. 2 receivers to the right. Martinez to the near side. Lira, the tight end, on the right. Kappelman wants the pigskin, will hand it off to Juarez. And, man, he is met right in the hole by the Panther defense. It was Deion Jones. If there's a play in the backfield, it's going to be Deion's. It's a loss of a yard on the play.
Yeah, Jones was there. There was a 51 and a 52. So, that's Kern. That's one of our linebackers in there that we talked about. That is Mater that gets part of that one as well. So drive Liberal back. A good yard on first down is going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Twins to the right, 1 receiver to the near side. Tight end Lira will line up as a slot this time. Kappelman wants to throw. Short drop goes to the right. It is caught. Schwintz got it. He runs over the tackle of Brock, who swarmed over the top of him. Got to about the 28-yard line where McMullen stopped him. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2 with 23 seconds left to go.
No deception by Kappelman. Gets the matchup he wants the outside, dials it in, just rears back as far as he can, and unleashes a bullet. Turned into a back shoulder throw. I don't think it was supposed to be there. The receiver ducks under the first tackler and gets close to the first down, 3rd and short.
That was a gain of 8 yards. Ball's now at the 28-yard line for 3rd down and 2, and that's going to be the quarter break. So this will be another 3rd down forthcoming here for the Liberal Redskins in this first half. Congratulations to Angie Maddie, our score first winner with the Panthers here in the first half. Angie gets to enjoy that great meal certificate from Delgado's, where they're open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. They also offer catering. Get together with Beaver and Terry Delgado and talk Battets. Also, we get to tell you that you can train for a new career at Barton Community College in areas like carpentry, network security, or pharmacy tech. Learn more at gobarton.com. Patrick Burnett, Jason Perry, Kevin Henderson, your crew with you from Great Bend's Memorial Stadium. Homecoming 2022. Brian Chacon and Aubrey Smith were crowned our homecoming king and queens prior to the ball game. Now it's all about the football. And after 12 minutes, 7-6 Great Bend on top, but we've got a 3rd and 2 for Liberal coming up from their own 28.
And when you got two teams that are running the football, the clock's going. This is just a second drive of the night for the Liberal Redskins, and it's going to start with the 3rd play in the 2nd quarter.
We see Aiden Schwint coming on to take the snap from the quarterback. This has pretty much been quarterback run when you see number 9 back there. However, he was 9 of 19 passing for 96 yards, 1 touchdown, but he's thrown 3 picks too. Here's Schwint. It is quarterback run to the near side, tries to get to the corner, and it's going to depend on the spot. He's out of bounds on the Great Bend sideline. Matthew Mader forced him out. Oh, he's got the first. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 31-yard line. He gained 3.
Kind of student body right. Picks up 1 block out there. They got a chip block on McMullen that was trying to fill the gap. Let them get another step before he made a lunge. The cleanup crew came over the top, knocked him out. They picked up 1 play, 1st down in the 2nd quarter.
1 receiver to the right. Twins to the near side. Back to work. This is Kappelman. A handoff to Juarez. He spins and runs right into Matthew Johnson.
Yeah.
As Johnson was running it down from behind. They're going to give him forward progress. I don't know if it's going to be to the 32 or the 33. It's going to be the 32, so it's a gain of 1 for Juarez.
I'm not as fluent in all your language with the football, but that was about 5 Panthers on there, so we got to be getting pretty close to your phrase.
Oh, yeah, a little party on the ball.
Maybe we're 1 Panther away from having you shout that one tonight.
Twin receivers to the left, 2 to the right, 2nd and 9. Kappelman wants to throw, looks left, comes up short. It is deflected. Lyles right there on the coverage. The intended receiver was James Feezer as the pass falls incomplete. And this will bring up 3rd and 9. Most of these 3rd down attempts for Liberal, they've been 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. Now we'll see a 3rd and 9.
Haven't seen the hard count from either team tonight. Great Bend's got to stay. Make sure the offensive lineman across you moves their hands before you go in there. Everybody's hungry to make a big stop here on 3rd down. Boy, that'd be huge for the Panther defense.
We got a timeout on the field. Let's take it with 11:16 to go. This is Panther football powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Unruh Brothers Waste is the best trash service in the area, providing top-quality commercial and residential garbage removal for Central Kansas. Find out more on their Facebook page. If you're not happy with your trash service, now's the time to switch to Unruh Brothers Great Bend.
Hey, Panthers, Empire Realty Group is ready to team up and help you purchase or sell your home. At Empire Realty Group, our team is committed to keeping our clients at the focus of everything we do. Find us on Facebook or call 792-4133.
S&J Trucking congratulates the students, teachers, coaches, and athletes that have made tonight's broadcast possible. S&J Trucking is so proud of the young players in today's game. S&J Trucking, delivering innovative solutions every day.
The official home of Panther football is B1043, The Point.
Liberal calls their first time out of the night on this 3rd down and 9. It's going to be Schwint. Low snap. Picks it up. Runs. Heaves. It is caught by Zeta Martinez. He makes 2 Panthers miss and is gone all the way to the end zone. That is going to be a 68-yard touchdown pass from Aiden Schwint. He started to run, and then he pulled up, and Martinez caught it, and 2 Panthers whiffed.
Shuck a blocker just a little bit, then picked up a block from a receiver that was ahead of him that came back. And that gave him the alley up the Great Bend sidelines. You said that goes for 68 yards. That was a big 3rd down play for Liberal Redskins, and now it looks like they're going to go for 2. Try to get that 14-point total.
All right, so here comes the two-point conversion. Kappelman in. He's going to throw it, and it is up, and it is caught by Aiden Schwint for the two-point PAT.
The two-point conversion is good.
So it is good. So the pass from Kappelman to Schwint puts the Redskins back on top and back on track at 14-7. So Schwint is the backup quarterback. So that's one of those where they've kind of set that up, and when they needed to, the big play was there.
Yeah, circle those guys on your stat chart for big plays. That drive's going to be 5 plays, 80-yard touchdown scoring drive that took 2 minutes and 13 seconds, capped off by that 68-yard touchdown reception to Martinez, who has both of them tonight on the receiving end of it, and then he just throws a bullet in there on the left side over there in the flanker and easily catches that above his head. So that was Schwint on that one, we said. And now Great Bend finds themselves down 7 points here as they get their second drive of the night started after this Liberal kick.
So far, Liberal has scored on 2 possessions. This will be the Panthers' second possession of the night. This game already starting to remind me of last week when you thought Great Bend was only going to get the ball 4 or 5 times all night long. 11:04 to go first half. It's 14-7 Liberal. This time the Skins are kicking left to right. Landa's got it teed up at the 40. That is towards the south end zone. It's a high kick, deep kick. Miller brings it in at the 10. Comes to the middle of the wedge. Hits through it, gets to the outside, and now is going to get tackled in the open field at about the 34-yard line. So Cody Miller with a nice return that time by the Liberal Redskins, and it was Alex Schwint in on the tackle for Big Angry Red.
They're going to give him credit out to the 35-yard line, one of the best returns we've seen this year for the Panthers. We had one that went for more yards, but that time they had the little wall set up where they wanted to. It gave Miller enough time to read the blocks and able to find a little crease on the inside. So the Panthers will start on the far side of the field. Looks like will be double twins. That's Brock, who had a big game a week ago against Dodge City. He's to the far side of the field.
And Parsons joins him. Now Council in motion to the far side. Panthers want to throw him first down, setting up a screen. It's the middle screen. Miller's got it at the 40, 45, outside 50, cuts back, and Tristan Juarez kind of arm wrestles him down at the Redskin 49-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 16 yards in the Panther first down.
Yeah, we caught up those big linemen for Liberal and their size that time. That went against them as we just lobbed the ball at the top of their head. What a tremendously athletic play that was by Cody Miller to go up and catch that ball way above his helmet, turn down, then find the running room that he needed.
Cody Miller already 2 catches here on the game. 1st and 10, handoff to Miller left side, follows his blocker Brock. He gets run down from behind by Eric Lira, the defensive end. He pushes across the 45, rides Brock's block to about the 43-yard line, a gain of 6 for Miller.
Nice to see Miller hop back up. You never want to see your teammates or players get drugged down from behind. You said that was that Lira defensive end spot. They ran to the short side of the field. Great Bend now on their second drive of the night. 10 minutes and rolling here in the second quarter.
The ball is at the Redskin 43 on the near hash. Twin receivers to the right, Maddox Spray to the left. Brock stands as the blocking back to the right. Now Miller will empty out of the backfield. This is quarterback run as Sharman trying to bounce it outside. He comes through one tackle, then gets rolled up and has the first down from behind as Sharman made one of the Redskins absolutely whiff on the play. And Caden got forward to the 36 for the Panther first down.
They tried to come through and up in Sharman with a soft shoulder and just a little hand flip of his left hand. And that's not going to bring down Sharman, one of the strongest guys on the team for the Panthers. So he spins out easily, picks up the first down yardage right in front of the Panther bench.
Ball is just shy of the 35-yard line. We'll call it the 36. 3 to the short side here, 1 to the far. Sharman on 1st and 10, and we see the Skins come all the way across the line of scrimmage. One of the big boys out there, that was Tyron Holmes, And I say a big boy. He's 6 foot, 350 pounds, only a sophomore. They start 7 sophomores, Jason, on this defense.
Yeah, and that was the big one right there. We knew the hard count would come into play tonight. Great Bend gets to pull the string first, and it works. So 1st and 5 now for Great Bend.
Ball at the 30. Sharman out of the gun. It's going to be a handoff to Miller. Miller stops, and he gets dropped by Zayden Martinez. I think they're going to give him forward progress to the 29 for a gain of 1. 16 carries for Miller. 1 TD on 6 carries so far to bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, Schaefer from the right tackle spot had leverage. You got to see the athleticism out there of Martinez able to just shoo him away and come in, make a textbook tackle at the knees, wrapping up Miller.
8:44 to go, first half. It's 14-7 Liberal. Second time tonight, Panthers have possessed the ball. 2nd and 4 from the Skin 29. Sharman wants to throw. Looks right, throws right. Brock's got it, first down. Gets tackled by his ankles at about the 22. That's going to be a gain of 7, but another Panther first down.
Well, that time you got to see number 40 go in motion from the left side to the right, and then he hits a quick little out route. Full speed Brock was. The ball was snapped. Nice shot by Sharman over there to pick up the first down.
Great Bend offense moving right to left now towards the north goal, looking for their 2nd score of the night, trying to tie this game up with 8:10 to go in the first half. Twin receivers to the right, twins to the left, balls on the far hash, 1st and 10. Sharman out of the gun with Miller in the pistol. This is going to be a handoff to Miller to the right side. No, it's a quarterback keeper. Sharman faked all of us out. A beautiful fake. He's all the way down to the 5-yard line. Ivan Moreno saves the touchdown. Boy, he faked all of us out on that. Beautiful 17-yard run.
You can see that they were keying on the tailback right there. Sharman saw it. They did the old pull and had a lot of running room. It was a good stop by Liberal to keep him out of the end zone and to hold him at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal from the 5. Kern and Brock are the fullbacks, Miller the tailback. Sharman crawling under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Miller, starts right, cuts back, and he walks into the end zone from 5 yards out. And the Panthers are the PATOA from tying this thing up with 7:18 to go in the first half.
Got 8 plays for Great Bend to come back to tie the ball game up. 8 men in the box for Liberal, and just a nice job blocking up front as Cody Miller goes over the right guard between guard and tackle and goes untouched into the end zone.
7:18 to go before intermission. The good snap is down, the hold is up, and the kick is good. We're tied at homecoming. 7:18 to go in the half. Panther football is powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
This Great Bend High School Panthers football broadcast is brought to you by Insurance Planning of Great Bend Games and Russell Insurance Planning offers
All right, 8 play.
Call Insurance Planning at Great Bend Games or Russell.
If you can't move very well, you don't feel good. If you don't feel good, you can't function at your best. Maybe it's time to see Dr. B at Bugles Night Chiropractic. Stop by 1309 Williams in Great Bend. Bugles Night Chiropractic. People who care.
Plumbing and heating emergencies rarely happen between 9 and 5. That's why the pros at Comfort Pro are available 24/7, 365. Comfort Pro, the area's largest Bryan dealer, is just a phone call away.
It's Panther football on B1043.
7:18 to go in the first half. 14-14 is our score. It's been all about the offenses tonight as both offensive, Jason, touchdowns on their first 2 possessions.
Well, Mother Nature cooperated. Allowed the passing game to kick in for both teams.
Panthers going to kick it deep. Martinez is going to pick it up, and then he runs out of bounds. If he would have just let it go, they would have got another 15 yards, but instead it'll be 1st and 10 Liberal at their own 22.
Their special teams on the return has been suspect at best. Yeah, if he just lets it go another half second, they get the ball at the 35-yard line. Instead, touches it, steps out there. We're going to start on the 22-yard line. This is going to be their 3rd drive of the night. We've seen 4 drives total. We've seen 4 touchdowns tonight. Great Bend needs to break that streak, see if they can stop this angry red offense.
Twins to the near side, one to the far side. They're going to bring Aiden Schwint in motion to the far side. Kappelman, handoff to Juarez around the right end, and he's got some nice yardage. Matthew Johnson runs him down from behind at about the 30, a gain of 8. Best run for Juarez tonight.
Yeah, and runs to the short side of the field, picks up the block right over the right tackle, lowers his shoulder, gets another tough yard or 2 at the end of that run. Liberals came to town to play tonight. They've been ready to go since the opening kickoff.
We knew this team was going to be a tough opponent tonight. Brian Luters has got him playing well. 2nd down and 2 from the Redskin 30. 3 receivers to the near side. Here's Kappelman. Takes the snap. Looks over the middle. Now it's going to go to the left. His receiver's wide open. Aiden Schwink catches it in traffic. Premer there to knock him down along with Cooper Lyles, but after a big gain to the 44, it's going to be a gain of 14 and a Redskin first down.
Yeah, both teams going for the out routes that time. A little deeper out route. Kappelman throws it out in front. The only guy who can get it is his man. He's able to connect on that. Anytime there's a big play, seems like Schwint has something to do with it tonight for Liberal.
Yeah, Aiden Schwint is a 5'8", 165-pound junior. He's kind of all over the field. Zayden Martinez has the height. He's 6'2", 195. 6 minutes to go, first half, tied 14 all. 1 receiver to the left, Twins to the right. First down and 10, Liberal. This is going to be Juarez going back to work. He's going to try the left side, and he gets across the 45 to about the 46, maybe the 47. Yeah, it's going to be the 47. So that'll be a gain of 3 for Juarez.
Number 52, Matthew Mayer.
Couple Panthers there got a hand on the running back, allowed him to not get any more yardage after contact. Yeah, and they had him step out a little bit earlier than what I thought, so a long 2nd down.
Under 6 minutes now to go in the half. Twins right, 1 to the left. Kappelman. This is going to be to Juarez. He's going to try the right side. Panthers did an excellent job. Cooper Lyles will get credit for the tackle, but it was Matthew Johnson and Matthew Mader who were the 2 that were able to force the pressure up and allowed for Lyles to close to make the tackle. No gain on the play.
Yeah, didn't fool anybody on that play. Both linebackers filling the seams, running through there, running through the lane, able to get to the running back. Be 3rd down, but Liberals had a lot of successes on a couple of 3rd downs that they've had tonight.
2 of 5 are the Redskins so far. Kappelman is a receiver to the far side of the field. That means Aiden Schwint will be the quarterback now on his 3rd down and 7. He takes a high snap. It's going to be a run right up the gut. Panthers have it sniffed out. He got to the 50-yard line, and it's Matthew Mader in on the stop. A gain of 3, but this will bring up 4th down and 4.
Yeah, nice job by the linebacker. Stay home. Had some confusion in the secondary as both guys went over to cover. Kappelman wanted to dream back to his Panther position. That's outside linebacker. They get the ball just across the 50-yard line into Panther territory.
We have not seen either team attempt a punt yet in this first half. 4.5 minutes to go. It's 14-14. Skins are going to go for it. The spot of the ball is just across the 50. Make it 4th down and 4. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Aiden Schwint in motion to the far. Kappelman, the quarterback. He double clutches, throws. It's incomplete. Council breaks the pass up intended for A.B. Amador, and the Panther D comes up with a big stop here. 4:14 to go in the first half. Panthers get excellent field position at the 50, and Jason, if they can march this ball and score, they get the ball to start the second half as well.
That's right. That's how they played it to start the ball game. Wanted to get a stop somewhere, get a possession back, and then get the ball to start the half. As you said, they are just 1 yard into their own territory at midfield.
1st and 10. This is going to be a little double reverse to Council, a double pass. He's got Parsons open, but he underthrows him. Parsons comes back, catches it at the 27. Then he delivers a shot to the 22-yard line. A little razzle-dazzle there by the Panthers.
I got to talk to Council last night. I said, hey, good luck tomorrow. I said, thank you. And I said, anything special? He kind of smiled. I said, like you may be throwing a ball, and the guy's eyes got really big. So I thought they had it in for this week, and there he got to see it. Just did not get a good grip on the football. But Parsons had enough separation that he could come back easily, catch that ball. Big play for the Panthers. They cut that distance to the goal line in half.
I love that it was thrown to Blake Parsons, his third catch of the season, biggest gain of the year. Here's Miller going back to work, sprints outside, breaks an ankle tackle, still on his feet at the 15, dives forward near the sticks at about the 12. He's going to be really, really close to a first down here.
Yeah, nice running. Be able to keep his balance to the left side. We've seen some good tackling by Liberal that time. Got him wrapped up around the knee, slid down, as you said, to the ankles. A great balance by Cody Miller to keep those legs churning and get out of that. Ball spotted on the Panthers sideline at the 12-yard line.
Ball is just barely not quite touching the 12. Second and about half a yard. Here's Council in motion to the left. Sharman out of the gun. This is going to be quarterback keep, and he makes one Redskin defender almost whiff in space, and then he gets ran down by him at about the 3-yard line.
Well, that's a play we saw the last drive where he pulled it and had a big gap to the left side. A Redskin stayed home. He's able to shift around him, as you said, almost outran him to the goal line. Only one guy spied him from Liberal. That is the man that had to come back and make the tackle. Nose the football inside the 4.
Panthers break the huddle with 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. They set up in the full house backfield again. Kern and Brock, the escort service for Cody Miller. Here's Sharman, handoff left side. Miller hits a lineman, dives forward, and he's just shy at about the 1-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3, a hard-fought 3 for Miller to bring up second and goal from the 1.
Now a good run for Miller as he went to the left side, hit the back of his lineman, and just stopped cold. Able to bounce it back inside towards the guard on the left side. And then he got both feet up in it as he fell flat face first right outside the goal line. And this is the same place we scored from on the other end of the field, just about a foot maybe before the end zone.
Works out perfect, too. Allows the Panthers to run some more clock. Here's Sharman crawling under his center, Danny Nieto. This is going to be quarterback keeper the whole way. No signal, no signal. No signal. There it is. And Sharman is in. The 4th time this season he's hit pay dirt. And with 1:29 to go in the half, Panthers lead for the first time tonight.
1-yard touchdown run that we're going to give him credit for. 51 yards on the drive. Great Bend wastes no time to march the ball down there. This is a big extra point. Great Bend now has a 20-14 lead during the end of the second quarter.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is good. Panthers up 21-14, 1:29 to go. Panther football is powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Even the cleanest.
Did you get the last drive?
Nope.
All right, the second drive was 8 plays, 4 minutes, 45 seconds, 65 yards on the drive. This one was 51 yards, 2 minutes, 45 seconds, 5 plays on the drive.
Got it.
Down Pipe Testing provides hot oiler, steaming, hydro testing, and rack testing services in the oil field and beyond. For quick, reliable service, call Down Pipe Testing and go Panthers.
Do you need some trees removed, fill dirt, or rock for landscaping or driveway? Maybe you need some demolition work done, or a giant waste container. Whatever the job, you can call the Stone Sand Company, Snow Waste Management, or 21 Washington Street in Green
Action with Patrick Burnett and Jason Berry on B1043. The Point.
Welcome back to coverage of Great Bend Panther football. 1:29 to go before halftime. Panthers score and lead for the first time tonight, 21-14. Galindo, high, short kick. It's taken on the bounce at the 22-yard line by Zayden Martinez. And it is going to be the Panthers plop on him at about the 24-yard line. Now the Liberal Redskins have 2 timeouts left, so a lot of time here with $1:26 to go. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 25.
And a quarterback that likes to sling the ball around the field. He's already got a couple tips, one at the line of scrimmage, one a little bit deeper that they went ahead and credited with the pass interference earlier. And so let's see where number 7 lines up. He's to the far side of the field. He's a tall receiver, Martinez, that has 2 touchdowns tonight.
And we'll see. This looks like Kappelman, who's taking the snaps. He looks left. He's under pressure. Oh, he eludes the Panther defense and then runs out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. And we've got a lineman down for the Redskins. Panthers had a shot at him in the backfield. Now the Redskin all of a sudden gets up and they sprint to the line of scrimmage. Kappelman's first run of the night.
I think we had a Redskin not in position. Or they burned a timeout.
Oh, they burned the timeout. Yep. It's their second timeout of the half. We've used all of our timeouts, so we'll hold it right here with 1:18 to go, 21-14. Jeff Lutt's defense, that was one of your Marmiata Group keys to the ball game, was the defense had to come up with something. Well, the defense got a big stop that led to the Panthers getting the first lead of the night. Now, Jason, if the Panther defense can come up with a stop here, even if you don't get another score here, the Panther offense will get on the field to start the second half.
That's right, and who knows what could happen. If you get the ball back, they're going to take some chances. Great Bend's got enough clock and a couple timeouts of their own to work with. I think what happened is they had a Liberal Redskin either not get back or they were trying to substitute. He's on the wrong sideline of scrimmage. They were trying to hurry up even though the clock was stopped. So that makes Liberal burn their second timeout of the night. They have one remaining here before half.
2nd and 9 from their own 25. Kappelman, this is a handoff to Juarez. He sprints up the near side and gets pushed out of bounds by Matthew Mater. They're going to give him forward progress across the 25 to the 27. Yep, to the 27, so it's a gain of 2 for Juarez.
And as good as I thought Coach Luters was doing tonight, I kind of wonder why they ran that play and got out of bounds. But 3rd down, a lot of time left on the clock.
Twin receivers to the left, twins to their rights. And Kappelman, an acrobatic catch in the backfield, airs it out to the left. It's one-on-one coverage. Oh, and a great job by Cooper Lyles to deflate the football and knock it down over there as he was kind of falling down on the play and managed to reach back with his right arm and knock the ball down. Kappelman had a very awesome acrobatic play just to catch the snap from his center, Giovanni Cavillo.
It did, but it took his eyes off the defense. Didn't set well with him. And Liberal's going to try a punt with 9 players.
Aiden Schwint is the punter. So you got to be careful if they kind of do that kind of rugby punt.
Now they've got 10.
And here comes the 11th now on the field.
They keep sneaking them out like a clown car.
Oh, it was the snapper who's the last one out there. Wow. Good snap. Punt. It's kind of a sidewinder of a punt. Council bobbles it, then picks it up on the bounce, makes a Liberal Redskin miss, still up the near side. He's into Redskin territory and out of bounds at about the Redskin 47. So the Panthers have a short field with 2 timeouts and 54 seconds, Jason. They could cash something in here at the half.
Yeah, with a new coach, spent a lot of time on offense and defense, but special teams, that's been a ginormous question mark here, especially at this point in the season. Have not looked good on the returns. Did not look good at all getting the punt team out there. And Great Bend, as you said, trips to our island. They've got some stuff to work with here in shotgun one-back set.
Here we go. First down for Great Bend. Sharman takes the snap, setting up the middle screen. Oh, it was almost intercepted by Zayden Martinez, intended for Miller. And, man, they had that play scouted well. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, dangerous play because Martinez is a threat on the offensive side. He is a receiver playing up there on that down lineman spot. He has 2 touchdowns tonight, and he was very eerily close to getting a pick 6.
3 receivers to the right. Maddox spray to the left for the Panthers. 2nd and 10 from the Skin 46. There's the snap. Sharman looks right, steps up in the pocket, airs it out up the far side, and it is picked off. It's picked off by the Redskins. There is a flag. They return it all the way back to about the Panther 41-yard line, but there are 2 flags down inside the 20-yard line. And I think this is coming back.
Yeah, he was not looking for the football, which you don't have to do, but he made contact with the receiver. and then it got picked over the top. So, yeah, 2 flags in the same spot. It should be Great Bend's football.
This will be a 15-yard DPI penalty on the Redskins. They're 4th of the night. So they step the penalty off, and they'll put it down at the 31. It'll also be a first down, the 9th of the half for Great Bend. 36 seconds left to go. Ball in the near hash at the 31. Panthers have 2 timeouts left. It's 21-14 Great Bend. End of the half approaching. Twins right, Twins left. Miller the pistol behind Sharman. Council in motion to the far side. Here is Sharman setting up the middle screen, and again it's almost intercepted. Closest player there was Aiden Juarez, a linebacker for Liberal, trying to go back to Cody Miller in the middle of the field to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, fresh set of downs there on the defensive pass interference brings up 2nd down. That play only took 3 seconds. 31 seconds left for Great Bend to work with. Ball's at the 31-yard line.
So we'll see what the Panthers draw up on this 2nd and 10. Brock the blocker back. Sharman puts it on the turf, picks it up, student body left. He cuts back and gets tackled at his ankles at about the 26 by Tristan Juarez. And the Panthers will use their 2nd timeout of the night. Ball is to the 27, where it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 to go.
Yeah, Liberal had safety over the top of a single receiver, trying to get help that way. Great Bend loses snap. Looked like it was a designed run anyhow. Sharman trying to find some running room to the left side. They got, no yards on that, 24 seconds left. Great Bend's trying to find a strategy where they want to take a shot at in this man defense. Back in the good old days, that would be green light for the skinny post route right up the short side of the field. We've seen some new looks from the Panthers tonight. We've seen Brock go in motion. Colton had a big game a week ago against Dodge City. So look for number 40 who's out there, but Kevin Henderson hasn't taken my pin and circled him yet, so maybe he's not in on that action.
He may not be. You're right. Panthers still have 1 more timeout left. Liberal has 1 as well. There's 24 seconds to go here at the end of the first half. It's 3rd and 5 for Great Bend at the Redskin 26. Ball is on the near hash. Great Bend right to left towards the north goal. Twins to the right, Twins to the left. Council in motion to the far side. Sharman, hold everything. We've got a flag and a false start called against the Panthers. Crucial penalty there.
Full start. Offense number 58. 5-yard penalty. Play 3rd down.
Great Bend's got the double pass in their bag yet. We haven't seen that one as we put a guy in motion. Now we've got trips to that far side. That is Brock in the slot along with Council.
3rd and 10 now from their own 31. Again, Sharman drops the ball, picks it up, has to throw it. It is caught inside the 5-yard line. That is Maddox Spray with the catch. And did the Panthers call their timeout? Yes. Panthers will call their final timeout of the half. Wow. What an acrobatic play by Sharman. He bobbled it, picked it up, and then he heaved it down the seam route, and Maddox Spray had his man beat, brought it in, and they're going to mark him down to the 2-yard line. It's a 29-yard pass.
Well, part of that is Sharman maturing over this season, especially the last couple of weeks. It's also knowing that there's man coverage. You got a guy singled up. You also know you don't have much time, so he already knew where he was going with the ball when he picked it up. Had the single guy to the outside, saw the separation as he let the ball go, and got it out there where Spray could make that big catch and slide inside the 5-yard line.
Maddox Spray with his first catch tonight, his 10th of the season. That'll get him over 100 yards on the season. So now if you're Aaron Beck, you got decision time to go, Jason. There's 17 seconds left. You cannot stop the clock with a timeout. It's 1st and goal from the 2. You've had success running it, but if they stop you, you got to get your butt back to the line of scrimmage to get the second snap off.
He's got enough time to run 2 plays, especially if he called 2 right now. He could run and run again. Or you could pass and buy yourself a little more time, let Sharman roll out.
Panthers are going to come out in a passing formation. Twins left, Brock and Parsons to the right, Miller in the pistol. It's quarterback roll to the left, still rolling, throws for the end zone, and it is high. Pass intended for Council, and that only took, just 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So the clock stops with 13 seconds and 2nd and goal from the 2.
Now, he had room to tuck it on the short side of the field and take off running and still be able to step out of bounds anytime he wanted to, but he wanted to go for his playmaker, number 7, his favorite receiver, and just doing what he needed to do, and that's throw the ball high to the back of the end zone. Council, not enough room to make a play.
Yeah, Council was the only man that had a shot at it, so I liked the decision from Caden. All right, we see now 3 to the right, Maddox spray to the left. 2nd and goal from the 2. Roll the pocket to the right, does Sharman. Still rolling. He throws it short. That's Brock. He's got it, but there's a flag. There's a flag right in the middle of the field. We'll see if the touchdown sticks. Holding on the offense.
Not only do you lose the points, you lost the seconds. So we're down to 8 seconds now.
Yep. So there's 8 seconds left. You got time for one shot to the end zone, and if you don't get it, then send Galindo out here and let's kick the field goal. So the spot of the ball is going to be the 16-yard line.
Well,
man, that's a huge penalty because it's from the spot of the foul.
I think we see Galindo coming out now.
Oh, wow. So with 8 seconds left, we see Galindo trotting out there. He's going to attempt a 33-yard field goal from the far hash. This is a long field goal attempt. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Missed it to the left. It looked like maybe one of the Redskins got a finger on it because it looked like it was deflected.
You could hear like it hit something, and then it had a little bit of a funny spin. So
costly penalty there. Takes points off the board for the Panthers with 4 seconds to go before halftime.
Does Liberal dare to take this shot deep?
Well, with the way Coach Luders has coached in this first half, I would say the answer is yes.
He's got the win, but a lot of it has died down. Kappelman likes to sling it around. Smart money says they take a knee and go to halftime, but don't be so sure as number 7 stays out in the twin set, and we have double twins shotgun for Liberal.
Here is Kappelman with Juarez to his right. Sends Schwint in motion to the left. Looks left, throws left. It is caught to Zayden Martinez. Cooper Lyles runs him down. He is out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. It's a 14-yard gain, and that is going to be the end of this first half of action. But the Panther offense will get the ball first to start the second half with Great Bend on top, 21-14 at homecoming. All right, Jason and I will break down the first half for you, but first let's pause for station identification. This is Panther football.
This is GBHS alum Taylor Calcara, Watkins Calcara Law Firm. We are full of Panther pride and are glad to call Great Bend home. Your home for Panther sports is B1043 The Point, KBGB, Great Bend. Go Panthers!
21-14 is your halftime score. The Panthers on top of the Liberal Redskins in Western Athletic Conference play. First half action comes up after you hear this. This is the Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management halftime show, and Panther football is brought to you in part by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Delgado's Mexican Restaurant at 10th and Stone Street is a proud supporter of the Great Bend High School Panthers. They're open for lunch from 11 to 2, dinner from 5 until 8:30 Monday through Friday. And for catering, give them a call and taco about it. Delgado's.
Get the latest 5G devices at Next10 Wireless. Now you can get the iPhone 14 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus on us. We are Kansas.
Tooth loss is no laughing matter. Dr. Joe Rosenberg can fit you with conventional dentures or mini implants for single tooth loss. No pain, just gain. Keep your smile. Dr. Joe Rosenberg Family Dentistry in Larned, St. John, and Great Bend.
Sutherland staff and knowledgeable experts can help you plan any project. When it comes to home improvement and building materials, remember Sutherland's of Great Bend, a proud supporter of Panther sports. Sutherland's helping America build it better since 1917.
The American Plane
Plains Co-op supports all the students of USD 428 in academics, activities, and athletics. Your hard work pays off, and you represent our community so well. Backing every Panther every day, the American Plains Co-op.
Advanced Therapy and Sports is the athletic training and sports medicine provider for Panther Sports. On the field or off, you can count on Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine to get your life back. Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, 4801 10th Street in Great Bend.
Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency is proud to support this Panther broadcast. If you're looking for residential, commercial, or farm properties, turn to Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency, 1101 Williams in Great Bend.
Farmers Bank and Trust, committed to supporting the communities we serve. From ag lending, home loans, and mobile banking to participation in the activities that make a community strong. We're proud to help bring you this Panther broadcast. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
It's time for the Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management halftime show. Patrick Burnett will have a complete recap of the first half action right after this message from the Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management.
If you're a good worker, you're in demand. And if you're looking for a stable company with solid benefits, Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management is looking for you. If you have a Class A or B CDL, apply today. If you can operate large equipment or a crane, apply today. You'll get a full benefit package with Blue Cross Blue Shield, cafeteria plan, 401k, paid vacation, a work fit program, and more. Apply today at Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management. They are an equal opportunity employer at 421 Washington Street in Great Bend.
Great Bend Panther football is on your home for the John Boy and Billy Big Show. B1043, The Point.
Welcome to the Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management halftime show. 21-14 Panthers at the break. But it was really all about the offense in the first half. Both teams driving down the field on each other. Panther defense, though, coming up with a big stop on a fourth down play to give their team just 50 yards. They had to go, and the Panthers got the final score of the first half, Jason, to lead by one possession here at the break.
We do. Liberal took some chances. That opening drive put together a fourth down conversion, two of them, in fact, to go ahead and get 15 plays, get that touchdown. And that was that first pass from Kappelman to Martinez. They took the early 7-0 lead. Great Bend comes back on their own, puts together a drive. Liberal comes back, snaps the ball, two plays, and guess what? First quarter's gone. That quarter went very fast, and much pleasure to both sides of the offenses that they both kind of got accomplished what they wanted to in their first drives, put together big, sustained drives, but put points on the board, importantly. Great Bend trades back and forth with Liberal one more time, but then Great Bend gets to go ahead. A lot of that was set up by that incomplete pass by the Liberal Redskins. So the last drive by Great Bend, they got the points, had to take them off the board with a hold and missed the field goal. Liberal, they've had one punt tonight. They had the incompletion on the fourth down. And the bigger story, I think, is we didn't really know what Coach Luters was going to do. He didn't change the offensive scheme that much. He changed the offensive tempo. He changed the tenacity of that offense. He's mixed it up just a little bit. When they go quick from the backfield. You get to see the Wildcat. It's just not get the ball to the quarterback and run and try and figure out where he's at. There's another twist or turn, and we got to see the backup quarterback make a big completion. So Coach Luter's not afraid to take chances, one. Not afraid to throw the ball down the field, two. Not afraid to throw the ball over the middle, three. That's what a lot of teams don't do. Could pose to be an interesting second half. Great Bend still got some work to do, especially on the defensive side. They have to come out and shut them down. And then both sides are making adjustments. I'm interested to see what Coach Luters does.
Yeah, it is going to be very interesting, especially since this is the first time we've ever seen him, and this is his first year at a big-time 5A school.
Correct.
Last year, his first year as a head coach, all he did was win every game. He was 13-0 and won 8-man Division I for Meade High School. So, yeah, the second half could be very interesting. When we come back to Memorial Stadium, we'll take a look at your first half stats. This is Panther Football, powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Beef, it's what's for dinner. America's taste for beef continues to grow, and much of that nutritious product is produced here in our local community. Innovative Livestock Services, Ward Feed Yard, Great Bend Feeding, and Barton County Feeders are proud to support area athletes in today's game.
This is Julie from the Field House, and we are a proud supporter of the Great Bend Panthers. Here at the Field House, we believe that starting youth in athletics build character and leadership skills. So check us out at fieldhousegb.com.
The trouble with the future is that it keeps getting closer and closer. It is important to begin developing a plan today. At Edward Jones Great Bend, they like to look at your individual needs before anything else. Call Todd Armitage, Jim Bocat, Chris Sundahl, or Jim Armitage at Edward Jones Great Bend today.
Hi, this is Karen Reddick. Scott and I would like to do a shout out to the Panther cheerleaders. They work hard every game to provide leadership, sportsmanship, and team spirit. Go Panthers! From Scott's Welding, look for the signs west of 10th and Patton Road, Great Bend.
Hey, you want to hear some good news? Venture Corporation is still hiring for laborers, flaggers, equipment operators, CDL A and B drivers, and mechanics. Excellent benefits, and you get paid for traveling throughout the state. Venture Corporation on South Highway 281 in Great Bend is an equal opportunity employer.
Stop settling for slow internet with data caps and throttle points. Switch to Nextech and get a $100 credit. Already a customer? Upgrade and pay your current price for 3 months. Nextech, here for you then, now, and for whatever comes next.
Hazmat Response West 10th Great Bend provides hazardous emergency response service throughout the Midwest. When you have an emergency, you want to know that help is on the way now. Hazmat Response provides that assurance, and they're proud to sponsor this Panther broadcast.
Orthopedic and sports medicine specialists at the University of Kansas Health System in Great Bend are here to care for every level of athlete. Whether you're an armchair quarterback or star of the team, we can get you back in the game. Call 620-792-4383 to schedule an appointment. Go Panthers!
Back to the action with Patrick Burnett and Jason Perry on B1043, The Point.
Welcome back to the Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management halftime show. 21-14 Panthers over Liberal here at the break. It's time now for your facts and stats, brought to you tonight by the Great Bend Panther Booster Club, proud supporters of all of our student athletes. We'll be back at it with more tailgate action this next Friday when the Ulysses Tigers come to town. Boy, the chili supper, a big success here tonight, so there was no tailgate tonight. But we'll be back at it with the Panther Booster Club coming up a week from tonight. All right, here is the story on the numbers in the half. Panthers, 270 yards of total offense compared to 186 for the Liberal Redskins. Great Bend was 73 rushing yards, 134 passing yards. Liberal, 56 on the ground, 130 through the air. Caden Sharman, 6 of 9 passing, 106 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Braylon Council had a pass. He was 1 for 1, completed that pass to Blake Parsons. Brooks Kappelman, he was 6 of 11 passing. He threw a touchdown. Aiden Schwint was 1 of 1. He had the 68-yard bomb to Zayden Martinez, one of the scores on the night for Liberal. Individual rushing attempts, I've got Sharman for 6 carries, 40 yards, and 1 touchdown on the night. Cody Miller, 9 carries, 33 yards. He's got a touchdown as well. Panthers with 10 first downs. I've got them with 4 penalties for 35 yards, and they were 2 of 3 on third down conversions for 66%. For Liberal, it is Tristan Juarez, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 carries for 34 yards to lead them. Kappelman, 1 carry for 1 yard. Schrint has 6 carries for 21 yards. I've got the Redskins with 7 first downs, 4 penalties for a total of 30 yards penalized, and they were just 2 of 7 on third down in the first half for 28%. Individual tacklers, Matthew Mader leading the way for the Panthers. I've got him with 9. I beg your pardon, that's Kevin Henderson. Our statistician has him with 9 tackles. Matthew Johnson with 6 as well to lead the way for the Great Bend Panthers. And for Liberal, it's been more spread all across the team. You got Alex Schwint, Ivan Moreno, Tristan Juarez, all with 3. Eric Lira with 3 tackles in there as well for the Liberal Redskins. All right, let's take a look at your scoring. There was a lot in that first half. Redskins took the opening drive, 16 plays, 79 yards, 6 minutes and 9 seconds, a 13-yard touchdown pass from Kappelman to Martinez. That was 5:51 to go in the opening quarter. They missed the PAT to make it 6-0. Panthers would answer 9 plays later, 61 yards, 4 minutes, 23 seconds, a 1-yard TD run by Coley Miller. Galindo's kick was good at the 122-minute mark to give the Panthers a 7-6 lead. On the next possession, Liberal would go 5 plays, 80 yards, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. That was the 68-yard bomb you heard me mention, Schwint to Martinez. At 11:04 to go in the first half, they went for 2. Brooks Kappelman hit Schwint on an out route, and the Skins were up 14-7. On the next possession, Panthers would answer an 8-play, 65-yard drive, 4 minutes, 45 seconds off the clock, capped off by a 5-yard teeny run by Cody Miller. Galindo's kick tied it at 14 with 7:18 to go before halftime. And then the Panther defense got a big stop, gave the Panthers the ball at the 50. It took 5 plays for Great Bend to cash it in on a 1-yard TD run by Sharman with 1:21 to go. Galindo's kick was good to make it 21-14. That's the numbers, brought to you by the Great Bend Panther Booster Club. Second half action is next. This is Panther football powered by BTI and Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
With supply chain issues affecting vehicle inventories, it is more important than ever to maintain your current vehicles. Visit Marmy Auto Group Service Departments and speak with our factory-trained advisors about how to maintain, protect, and keep your vehicle running smoothly. Marmy's make it happen.
Great Bend Pizza Hut is all about Panther football. Now get Pizza Hut's personal pan pizzas at the Panthers concession stand. Beef, cheese, or pepperoni. Or stop by any of their 2 locations in Great Bend after the game. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future.
It's not just technology.
It's you, our biggest asset. From big business decisions to your very first transaction.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hello again. This is Kelly Higgins with Plain State Bank here in Great Bend. Have you heard the news? We've moved. We recently moved to 10th and Adams for a more central location to better meet your needs. Plain State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The future is bright. See it clearly with the help of the 10th Street Eye Care Center. Dr. Russell McCauley, Dr. Chad Premer, Dr. Nicole Miller, and Dr. Sarah Steeder are ready to help you. The 10th Street Eye Care Center on the sunny side of the Vision Corner, 10th and Washington. Great Bend.
51% of the student body in Great Bend High School participate in athletics. 78% of those athletes take part in a strength conditioning class. 55% are on the honor roll. Grade point average, 3.3. Great people, great schools, great place. USD 428s.
From new construction, remodeling, renovating, to roofing, concrete, and more, Schrader Homes and Remodeling is ready to go to work for you. They are the one licensed and insured company that can get the job done. Find out more online at SchraderHomes.com and say wow. Proud sponsor of Panther Sports.
Unruh Brothers Waste is the best trash service in the area, providing top-quality commercial and residential garbage removal for Central Kansas. Find out more on their Facebook page. If you're not happy with your trash service, now's the time to switch to Unruh Brothers Great Bend.
The official home of Panther football is B1043, The Point.
21-14 Panthers here at halftime. A couple of scores, compliments of scores in Kansas. It's the big rivalry, Bishop Carroll, Cape and Mount Carmel. That game being played at Riverside Stadium in Wichita. Carroll leads Cape at the break 17-14. Andover leads Valley Center by the score of 6-0. Andale all over Wichita Collegiate 35-0. Man, break up Andale. Well, we got the multiplier that's coming for the private schools. Bust them up. Man, they are on quite a run as well. Hoisington all over Lakin 34-0 at halftime. And let's see here, some other scores. You've got Phillipsburg leading TMP by the score of 7-0 in that ball game. And it is Derby over Mays at the end of the first quarter, 20-14. That's scores, compliments of scores in Kansas. We've got second half action here from homecoming and Great Bend's Memorial Stadium coming up. This is Panther football powered by BTI at Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Delgado's Mexican Restaurant at 10th and Stone Street is a proud supporter of the Great Bend High School Panthers. They're open for lunch from 11 to 2, dinner from 5 until 8:30, Monday through Friday. And for catering, give them a call and taco about it. Delgado's.
Get the latest 5G devices at Next Tech Wireless. Now you can get the iPhone 14 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus on us. We are Kansas.
Tooth loss is no laughing matter. Dr. Joe Rosenberg can fit you with conventional dentures or mini implants for single tooth loss. No pain, just gain. Keep your smile. Dr. Joe Rosenberg Family Dentistry in Larned, St. John, and Great Bend.
Sutherland's staff and knowledgeable experts can help you plan any project. When it comes to home improvement and building materials, remember Sutherland's of Great Bend, a proud supporter of Panther sports. Sutherland's, helping America build it better since 1917.
You've been listening to the Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management halftime show. Second half action is next on B1043, The Point.
If you're a good worker, you're in demand. And if you're looking for a stable company with solid benefits, Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management is looking for you. If you have a Class A or B CDL, apply today. If you can operate large equipment or a crane, apply today. You'll get a full benefit package with Blue Cross Blue Shield cafeteria plan, 401k, paid vacation, a work fit program, and more. Apply today at Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management. They are an equal opportunity employer at 421 Washington Street in Great Bend.
Great Bend Panther Sports on B1043 The Point is brought to you by
Next Tech Wireless, Venture Corporation, Sutherland's, Rosenberg Family Dentistry, Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine.
All right, Coach Luter's onside kick.
Great Bend Co-op Association, Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency, Plain State Bank, Delgado's Mexican Restaurant, Edward Jones Financial Services, S&J Trucking, Farmers Bank and Trust, Comfort Pro, Empire Realty, Visa Hudson Gray Bend, the 10th Street Eye Care Center, Next Tech, People's Bank and Trust, Barton Community College, USD 428, Insurance Planning, Hazmat Response, Magna Dry Cleaning Services, Innovative Livestock Services, Dom Pipe Testing, Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, the Great Bend Panther Booster Club, Schrader Homes and Remodeling, University of Kansas Health Systems Great Bend, Watkins Cow Garrett Charter, Unruh Brothers Trash Service, and Bugles Dyke Chiropractic.
Now, let's go live to the voice of the Panthers, Patrick Burnett.
Our certified athletic trainer is
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium as we get ready to start the second half action. 21-14 Panthers, who will get the ball to start this third quarter, as long as Coach Brian Luters elects to kick it to them, which, Jason, we have seen in the first half that, well, he's got some Jason Perry tendencies to him.
Hey, you got to go put pressure on sometimes, and you get those extra downs. Why not just go ahead and use them? I mean, why punt the ball away?
That's right. Why don't you just give it up?
And if you make it, boy, you look great. It's just when you don't, that's when people start to wonder what you're doing.
Now, special teams has been a little questionable for the Redskins in the first half. Let's see what they do here. You've got Miller to the far side, Council to the near side. Hardly anybody has kicked the ball to Council yet this year. 12 minutes on the clock as we start the second half, and this kickoff is brought to you by Barton Community College. Explore your future today. Visit gobarton.com. Miller from the 11, far side 20, 25, 30, and gets upended at about the 32-yard line. He ended up at the 35, but that's because he was launched into the air. It'll be first down and 10 Panthers from their own 33.
You know, it's good that you mentioned that because Liberal has really tackled a lot lower than we've seen in the past, and they've got down there around the knees, ankle area. Just upended our guys. Great Bend starts on the far side. Pro set, three backs in the backfield for the Panthers.
Here is Caden Sharman. He asked for Council to sprint in motion to the far side. Take the snap, handoff up the belly. That's going to be Miller. Pile pushes forward. Now it starts to come backwards. Forward progress to the 36 is going to be a gain of 3 yards for Cody Miller.
Well, they ran eventually into Tyrone Holmes. That's the young man you said. 24 tackles coming in, 6 foot, 350 pounds. And that's where the second effort stopped. Brings up second down for Great Bend.
First play of the second half. Twin receivers to the right now, 2 to the left. Here is Sharman. Takes the snap. This is quarterback run, trying to pick a hole. Not a whole lot doing. Is able to gain 2 yards to the 38, where this is going to bring up third down and about 5 to go.
Great Bend's got to convert right here. Third down, keep this drive alive as they command the 7-point lead. Opening drive here for Great Bend in the third quarter.
Great Bend has got to get to the 43-yard line to make this first down. So it's third down and 5. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Miller in the pistol behind Sharman. Caden asks for the pigskin. A little play action is going to throw it. It is almost intercepted by Schwint as he jumped the route. Pass was intended for Maddox Spray, and a disappointing 3-and-out for the Panthers to start the second half.
Too long to develop right there. Spray waiting for the ball to come to him. That allowed the defender to jump in front and get a hand on the football to just go ahead and kill that play. Great Bend had the advantage in the box. 7-on-6. Let to go for the pass, did not get it. So now we're going to see Great Bend and Sharman go back to start their first punt of the night.
4th down and 5. Here comes the snap. Sharman gets a nice punt off. It's up on the far side. Taken at the 28. They're going to try to run Martinez all the way to the near side. He gets the corner turned. Here come multiple flags. This one's coming way back, and it's good because Martinez is going to house it all the way. But they've got the blocks back there at the 33 and the 32-yard line where the flag is. So they're going to be backed up to about their own 22 or 23.
Yeah, he got the corner. Looked like he was going to be brought down. I didn't see the penalty. Obviously, there was one. As he had a man back there, he could have peeled back and blocked for him, decided to go out in front, let Martinez scamper on his own, which he did. So Martinez, a big play threat there for the Liberal Redskins, runs a 67-yard sprint before he has to get back on the offensive side.
Return team number 55. 10-yard penalty was fouled foul.
So it's only a 10-yard penalty, but essentially it's way more than that because it's points off the board and field position. So the spot will be the 23-yard line. Well, the Liberal defense held the Panthers to 3-and-out. So it's 1st down and 10, GBHS. One receiver to the left, 2 to the near side. Kappelman, the quarterback, takes the snap. Nope, that's going to be Schwint instead, and he gets dropped. Panthers stayed at home. That was Matthew Mader leading the charge, that time defensively for the Panthers, and it's a loss of a couple on the play.
Good start there for Great Bend. The defense, that's an adjustment that they made. They got pressure back there, dropped him for a loss. Great Bend needs to keep that going. Try to get the possession back.
So that was going to be a loss of 2 on that play. Here's Kappelman. He wants to throw, unloads. It's caught and brought in across the 35 to about the 36, 37-yard line is the tight end. Man, we just talked about how they never throw to the tight end. That's only his 3rd catch of the night, and it's a 1st down to the 37.
Kappelman really dialed that ball in, brought it down a little bit lower than he usually throws, and just threaded the needle right there. Great Bend playing soft and then showing their backers coming after Kappelman takes the snap. That was one-on-one to the outside. Kappelman wins that one.
1st down and 10. Kappelman sends Schwint in motion to the far side. I think they're going to try to throw the ball to Martinez. He's got it and then lost it. It's incomplete. He never had possession of it.
Would have been a short gain had he been able to corral that football. Again, they go, that's a long pass. That's a long way to go, but it is an out route, so past the line of scrimmage would have only netted about 3.5 yards when he would have potentially caught that ball. This is going to bring up play number 4 of this drive, 2nd down and 10 for the Redskins.
All right. Panthers defensively come up with a big stop. Trenton Kern. Also, Matthew Johnson, Matthew Mader. On a no-gain attempt by Juarez.
Matthew Johnson.
Will bring up a 3rd down and 4.
So far, adjustments at half going to the defense. As Great Bend had to go 3-and-out with a punt. And now we see Liberal offense start to sputter.
It's 3rd down and 10 from the 37. Schwint in motion to the far side. Here's Kappelman, unloads to the left. It's one-on-one to the far side. Oh, it's incomplete. That was Zayden Martinez over there. Ian Premer gets credit for the breakup. Kappelman put some air under it, gave Martinez an opportunity to go make a play. He couldn't bring it in, and we see multiple substitutions out there for the Liberal Redskins. So we saw a lot of offense in the first half, and here in the second half, we've seen both defenses come up with stops on the first possessions. Redskins will punt. Panthers almost blocked it. Kern was back there. On the hop, Council takes it to the 25, to the 30, 35, spun around, 40, hits a Redskin, and is dropped at the 43-yard line. Boy, anytime you can get Council in some open space, that's a good thing. And it gives the Panthers good field position for their second possession of the half. 8:12 to go in the third quarter. It's 21-14 GBHS.
Yeah, field position is one thing we talked about. Keys to the ball game. Great Bend's had great field position all night. Go back to that last play by Kappelman, that last throw. On the money to Martinez. Deep ball, just dropped it. That results in the next play having to be the punt. Great Bend's out there ready to roll.
Twins to the right, one to the left. Sharman will hand it off to the left to Miller, trying to pick a hole. He gets rolled up from behind by Aiden Juarez. One of the inside backers after a gain of 1 to bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, Liberal's done a nice job of sliding left to right with those defensive linemen stretching that play out, not leaving much room for Miller. They'll wrap him up. Still that 4-man front for the Redskins, 2 linebackers.
2nd and 9 now for Great Bend, halfway through the third quarter. Council goes in motion to the far. Now he stops, comes back to the near side. They'll throw it back to him, and he tries to get a stiff arm and can't get anywhere. That was kind of a new wrinkle on a play. They might give him forward progress of a yard to the 45. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, they spied him, got the defender going across, mixed up the linebackers, brought Council back across, then gained the football, so he got the edge that he needed, just couldn't get around the Redskins at the corner. 3rd down and long here for Great Bend.
Ball's at the 45, right to left of the Panthers in the all-black unis. Twins to the right, twins to the near. Miller is in the pistol behind Sharman. 3rd and 8. Sharman to throw. Looks left. A lot of time. Gets flushed, throws, and we got a flag. We got a penalty. Pass was intended for Colton Brock. Ivan Moreno was all over his back. This will be the second DPI penalty called on the Redskins, and the first down of the second half for Great Bend High.
And it would have been very close if Brock could have come up with that. I don't know if he could have caught it where the ball was thrown. That doesn't matter, because that's from the spot, which would have. Now they're going to go back and go from the previous line of scrimmage.
Yep, it was at the 45, so that means it should go to the 40. There we go. Now we're all set. He knew what he was doing.
And we see one of those plays on both sides tonight. Have not seen a lot of defensive pass interference. Sharman made that one happen, creating some space with his feet, trying to find Brock on the outside.
Twins to the right, one to the left. Liberal brings the blitz, and the Panthers run almost around it, but couldn't quite get past the blitzing linebacker. Miller gets forward progress to about the 37 for a gain of 3.
Tafoya, who came back and just swallowed him up the backside, but did knock Miller towards the line of scrimmage, picked up another couple yards.
6.5 to go, third quarter. Panthers on top by 7. Redskins were going to bring the blitz again, and Tristan Juarez couldn't apply the brakes, and he went flying into the neutral zone to give the Panthers a cheap 5.
Yeah, blitz once. Got him back there. Second time, Sharman wins with the hard count.
So move the football to the 32, boys. 2nd down and short. Let's see a little play action and go deep here. Parsons to the right. Council to the left, full house backfield on 2nd and short. Instead, it's the handoff to Miller. He gets dropped. He gets dropped after a gain of a yard to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and it's not one time tonight. That's about the 8th, 9th time we've seen a ball carrier for the Panthers get dropped. That is a low tackle that Coach Luters has implemented on the Liberal Redskins, hitting at the knees and lower, and they are hanging on when they get down at that area. So it is 3rd and short for Great Bend.
Again to the full house backfield with Brock and Kern blocking in front of Miller. Sharman under center. Turns. The give to the left side. Stopped. But then a surge gets Miller across the 30. He's got the first down to the 29. And a gain of 2. Move the sticks for the Panthers.
Now this will be the 8th snap of the drive for Great Bend. Second drive of the second half. Both teams on their initial drives resulted in punts. Great Bend's looking to be the first one to find the end zone in the second half.
Clock running inside 5.5 to go, third quarter, 21-14 Great Bend. 3 receivers to the right. Maddox spray to the left, who's got 1 catch here in the ball game. Sharman out of the gun, waits for the snap, takes it. It's a handoff up the middle. That is Miller. Not a whole lot doing there. But he's going to get credit for a yard or 2. Looks by where the officials are spotting the ball. They'll spot it at the 27.
Miller came in tonight third in the Western Athletic Conference, 520 yards total, behind Juarez, who had 723 in second place in rushing in the conference.
2nd and 9 from the 28. Panthers empty out the backfield. It's a throw to Miller, and he will get tackled out of bounds inside the 25. I can't quite tell. There's too many Panthers down there. They're going to mark him at the 24-yard line, so a gain of 4.
Great Bend finds themselves in another must-have third down. Probably in 4-down territory for Great Bend with a 7-point lead.
Panthers 2 of 2 on third down conversions. I beg your pardon. 3 of 3 on third down conversions. Here in the half. This is Miller. Handoff left side. Cuts it back. He's got a first down. Looking for more inside the 10, inside the 5, and all the way down to the 4-yard line went Cody Miller. That is going to be a gain of 24 and a Panther first down.
Needed to complete the first down. They had it. They had the numbers in the box. Let Miller run it to the outside. He very patiently tries to cut it back to the inside. Could not get around that last safety. And has dropped to the 5-yard line as Kevin Henderson has spotted some precipitation starting to fall again here tonight.
First and goal now from the 4 for the Panthers. Out of the gun. This is going to be Miller trying to pick a hole, trying to dance to the left and can't do it. Tristan Juarez there on the tackle. This will be a no gain. Or actually, they're going to give him forward progress, I beg your pardon, of a yard. And we see a drone over there in the north end zone.
Yeah, and they're bringing in the big defensive lineman, and they're trying to stop the inside run. It'll be a good time for Sharman to pull it.
Here comes Sharman. This is going to be quarterback keeper, quarterback sneak to the left. He's going to be just shy. They're going to mark him down at about the 2-inch line. A gain of 2 for Caden. So this will be 3rd and goal from the 1.
I thought they might try Sharman around the edge. That time they had to go back up the middle. Third time Great Bend's been in this position tonight. Both resulted in touchdowns previously, 1 foot from the goal line.
Here we go. 3 minutes on the clock. Back to Cody Miller time. I don't think he's in. No, he did not get in. The Redskins have held. This is going to be 4th and goal from about the 2-inch line now.
Definite must go for the Panthers right here. That's the first time they've been stopped in this situation with that yardage tonight. And here comes another try on the 4th down.
And they quickly get right back to the line of scrimmage and line up. Sharman, quarterback sneak. He gets the push from behind from Kern and from Brock. Is he in?
Second effort looked yes.
Oh, man. I don't know.
No.
There is no signal from any of the officials.
Third effort looks like they pushed him back out.
Liberal is jumping up and down. The officials are not giving any signal.
The ruling on the field was his forward progress was stopped prior to crossing the goal line. It'll be first down.
Wow. They have ruled that his forward progress was stopped. So Sharman doesn't get in. And the Redskins defense holds.
Well, if he was stopped, that knows that football's got to be just at the goal line, and that is where it's at.
Yeah, it is like a fingernail.
So you have to check yourself if you're Great Bend, get your emotions under control, and go out there. Now you're playing for a safety or
And
a
it's
touchdown.
the running quarterback, Schwint, who will take the snap from about the 1-inch line. Panthers are showing a blitz, and somebody jumped. Panthers are clapping.
Unless time ran out on the play clock.
False start.
You're right. Well, you can't move the football any closer to the goal line.
No.
Or it's going to be a touchdown for us. Or a safety.
Well, I think that's what the Panthers are trying for here. There's 2:23 to go, third quarter. Panthers on top by 7. Liberal has no room for error. Schwint, the running quarterback, takes the snap. It's quarterback run right up the belly. He has, a lot of forward progress. Gets across the 5-yard line to the 6. Ian Premer had to come up and make the tackle.
Yeah, and the Liberal offensive line had a little crease, a little gap set up there, inviting Great Bend in. Got a little influence block there as quarterback ran just inside the guard. Then cut it to the Liberal sideline to the outside. And had he not had somebody hang on his ankle, he could have picked up a lot more. But he gets credited with 5 yards on that carry.
Brooks Kappelman trots onto the field. He will take the snap now from the Q position. Schwint will be a slot to the right, twins left. Juarez lines up to the right of Kappelman. We see Schwint in motion to the far side. They're going to throw it that way. They set up a tunnel screen for Zayden Martinez. He's got a first down across the 25 out to about the 27-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 19 yards for Zayden Martinez.
Great Bend wanting to keep Liberal pinned inside that 10-yard line. Liberal able to put a couple plays together, pick up a first down, get some breathing room. The ball is at the 17 on the Liberal side of the field. We're looking for them to put something together for the first time in the second half. First drive for Liberal was a punt in the third quarter.
Actually, that was only a gain of 11, I beg your pardon. The spot will come now from the 17. Aiden Schwint, the quarterback sweep, and that goes nowhere as Caden Sharman was running that play down. Caden from his dog position. That's going to be no gain. They're going to give him a yard to bring up second down and 9.
Schwint slipped just a little bit, gathered himself back up, carries that ball rather loosely, especially as he turns the corner just in one hand. Those little arms pumping as fast as they'll go. Be a nice time for Great Bend to get in there and create a turnover for the Panthers.
If Liberal runs the ball, this will be the final play of the third quarter. Twins to the left, twins to the near. Kappelman is the quarterback. Takes the snap, looks right, comes back to the left, pass is thrown. Martinez does not bring it in. Colton Brock over there in coverage. Clock stopped with 13 seconds to go here in the third quarter, 21-14 Panthers.
There you get to see that's not an easy play to convert, although Liberal has made it look easy tonight, that deep out route, about 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. That one hit off the fingertips of the receiver. But you have got to be dialed in with the receivers to hit that timing route.
Third down and 9 for the Redskins from their own 18. Kappelman will be a split to the near side. Schwint has Juarez to his left. Takes the snap. Quarterback run to the left. He's going to stop. He's going to throw. It is caught, but they're short of the first. Incomplete pass. Martinez did not bring it in.
And Cooper Lyles is giving chase to Kappelman, but Kappelman took a shot from the Liberal side. Panther got to him over there, so dropped him down. The ball spotted at the 23.
The 18.
18, sorry. You're right. Fourth down.
Fourth down and 9. Schwint back to punt it from his 5. There's 6 seconds left to go in the quarter. Schwint gets off the punt, and it splits the two Panthers. Council's going to let it bounce on. It takes a huge Liberal roll inside the 30, down to about the 29-yard line, and that's the third quarter. Well, after the offenses were on the field and ruled the first half, it's the defenses in the third quarter. Panthers lead 21-14. This is Great Bend football powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Hey Panthers, Empire Realty Group is ready to team up and help you purchase or sell your home. At Empire Realty Group, our team is committed to keeping our clients at the focus of everything we do. Find us on Facebook or call 792-4133.
SNJ Trucking congratulates the students, teachers, coaches, and athletes that have made tonight's broadcast possible. SNJ Trucking is so proud of the young players in today's game. SNJ Trucking, delivering innovative solutions every day.
This Great Bend High School Panthers sports broadcast is brought to you by Insurance Planning of Great Bend, Hayes, and Russell. Insurance Planning offers a full line of insurance products and risk management services for the way you work and live. Call Insurance Planning today at Great Bend, Hayes, or Russell.
It's Panther football on B1043 The Point.
Well, we're gearing up what could be a great end to this story for the Panthers. 21-14, 12 minutes on the clock as we start the fourth quarter. Patrick Burnett, Jason Perry, Kevin Henderson with you. Man, it seems like the last several times we've played these guys, Jason, it's always been close late in these ball games. Here comes the Panthers after the defense created the stop. Here's a little flip to Council on an end around. Gets the corner turn, 35, 40 up the Liberal sideline, and then pushed out of bounds where? They're going to mark him out of bounds just shy of the 50-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 20 and a little end around to Braylon Council.
Yeah, Great Bend needed to get that ball last drive into the end zone, and we're short by just a fraction of an inch. We need to get a score here so I can feel more comfortable. You do not want to leave Liberal in the fourth quarter within a score and then with the football.
Twins to the left, Parsons to the near side. Brock is the H-back. Miller's in the pistol, 1st and 10. Handoff to the left. Miller stuck his cleat in the turf, got upfield quickly, bulls over a Redskin to about the 44-yard line. Man, a good head of steam there and a nice gain on first down. I'll put the Panthers in second down and about 3 to go.
Absolutely nothing fancy there. Miller able to go to the left, get going vertical very quickly, just lower his shoulder. Nice hard run, found a crease. Picked up some nice yardage on first down.
Spot from the Redskin 44. Second down. Back to the left. Oh, and Miller gets dropped in the backfield by Tristan Juarez as the defense that time for Liberal. They sent the house. The Panthers ran into it. This will bring the Panthers back to third down and about 5.
That was Juarez trying to make up for the time he jumped offside, and there he gets some of that yardage back as he blitzed from the weak side. They will get there just after the mesh point of the handoff of the football.
Third down and 6 for Great Bend now from the Liberal 47-yard line. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. A little play action. Sherman has some time. Now he's rolling, in trouble, and he gets sacked in the backfield. The ball came out.
That's Martinez again back there giving chase.
Yeah, Zayden Martinez was harassing Sharman, and they're going to catch Caden. They're going to catch Caden here with an intentional grounding.
Well, one side yelling for a horse collar as he went down funny. The other side yelling for intentional grounding, and then a flag comes out late.
The was outside the tackle box, but the ball did not make the previous line of scrimmage. So therefore, intentional grounding, offense number 4. The 5-yard penalty from the spot is foul.
So, intentional grounding and a loss of down. So the Panthers' second 3 and out here of this second half. Oh, the white hat was explaining to Aaron Beck but forgot to turn his microphone off.
Mic'd up at Memorial Stadium.
Liberal has 2 men back deep. So, man, if you ever wanted to try to go for it here, well, it's...
And the last one they took back, but there was the hold.
That's true. Sharman gets off a real nice punt, takes a big bounce. Martinez on the hop at the 20, and there's 3 Panthers there to sandwich him down. I don't know why Zayden Martinez decided that. Again, Jason, you said it. Their special teams have been questionable all night long, but still, they're only down 1 score with 10.5 minutes to go here in the ball game.
Yeah, and what that did, though, Martinez did not have much room to run as he had 3 Panthers on him, but he saved Liberal some valuable yardage. That thing probably would have made another 8, 10, 12 yards. So he gets it down at the 20, gets the Liberal offense back on the field. You got the gunslinger Kappelman back there ready to throw.
1 to the right, 2 to the left. Kappelman on first down, throws under pressure far side. Pass is caught. That is A.B. Amador, who brought it in at the 36-yard line on the Liberal sideline, a gain of 16 on first down.
I'm glad we've got Henderson here to spot, but Eagle Eyes Burnett can pull in a receiver we have not called out much tonight. Amador, that was that deep out route. And Kappelman's been on the money with his pass plays. Receivers have dropped a couple that should have been caught. They're marching down one play, one first down.
1st and 10 Liberal from their own 36. Kappelman looks left, throws left. That is caught. This time it's Schwint, and he's got yardage across the 40 to about the 42. That's going to be a gain of 6 for Schwint.
We've got McMullen out there doing it. That time it was Council, not just running to the play as a defender, but running through it, not allowing the receiver to get going north and south with the shoulders. That drops in there. Nice play by Liberal, 2nd down for the Redskins.
10 minutes to go in the game. 21-14 Panthers. 2nd and 4 Redskins from their own 42. Twins left, Twins right. Kappelman will send Martinez in motion to the right. High snap. Brings it down, slings it over the middle, off the fingertips of his intended receiver, Aiden Schwint. He was wide open and had the first down. Now it'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, 5 in the box for the Panthers. They sneak another one in 6 there right when the ball is snapped. Kappelman thought he had the open man, had 2 receivers in the same line. Threw the first one, who'd have been short of the first down. You said dropped by the intended receiver as Martinez trots back into the short side of the field in front of the Panther bench.
Liberal is 0-2 in 3rd down conversions here in the second half. Here comes their 3rd attempt. It's 3rd and 4 from their own 42. Here's Kappelman. He looks right, throws, it is caught. They got the first down. Schwint has it. 3 Panthers missed the tackle, and he goes all the way to the Great Bend 46-yard line.
Well, Schwint does what you're supposed to do, turns around, comes to the football a step, catches the football in the middle. Looked like he was just going to fall down for the first down, but he actually spins, carries that ball with one hand, picks up some more tough yardage, gets it just outside the Panther paw, and they are in Panther territory.
Ball's at the 46, 9:19 to go in the game. Twins right, Martinez to the left. Kappelman marching the Redskins down the field. Schwint in motion near side. Whole bunch of movement along the whole right side of the Liberal line.
Yep.
Man, they've got a lot of penalties tonight. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's their 9th penalty. 70 yards penalized by the Redskins tonight.
Well, you don't want penalties, but you don't want guys getting off the ball slow either. That time they were trying to make something happen on the right side, and that could have meant they could have had a little screen cooking over there on their side of the field.
1st and 15 now from the 48 of Liberal. Kappelman, high snap, takes it, drops back, it's batted out of the air. Oh, the Panthers didn't quite get it, but it was Trenton Kern who knocked it out of the air. I thought they had a shot at the deflection, but Kern with a huge play there from the 6'1", 195 freshman.
Looked like a play we saw early in the year against Hayes where you could tip it and get to yourself. Our angle is not good as he had no chance at the ball after he deflected it. But nice athleticism there.
Redskins have only ran the ball 4 times in this whole second half. They're going to put this game in the arm of Brooks Kappelman, it looks like. 2nd and 15 now for the Skins from their own 48. Here comes the direct snap. He catches it with his right hand, zings it to the near side, overshoots his intended receiver, Aiden Schwint, out of bounds. And this will bring up now 3rd and 15 for the Redskins.
He's had more accuracy, more success with the deep out route. That was a short one, and he just sailed that ball. Again, did not get the snap cleanly. It was to his right. He had to tip it back to himself. Maybe need a little more time to gather, get his feet underneath him before he made that throw.
So here we go, 3rd and 15 for Liberal from their own 48. Twins right, Twins to the left. Kappelman takes the snap. 4 receivers in the route. Over the middle, and he's dropped, and he drops the football. Panthers back there, and who was it for the Panthers? Aiden Davidson was the guy back there for the Panthers creating havoc. Kappelman coughed up the ball, and Liberal recovered as one of their offensive linemen popped on the football at the 39. A big stop there defensively for the Panthers.
Huge stop, circle that on our play sheet. That was all 3 defensive linemen getting back there, causing havoc. They were the only 3 back there. They disrupted Kappelman enough to fumble that football.
Here comes the punt. Nice spiral punt to the near side. Got to get away from it, boys. It takes a left turn Clyde and will go out of bounds. We're at the 24-yard line with 7 minutes, 58 seconds left to go here in the ball game. 21-14, Panthers on top. Get ahead with online or dual credit classes at Barton Community College. Earn a certificate or associate degree while in high school. You can learn more at gobarton.com. Well, we've seen the offense go 3 and out, drive down the field and get stopped at the 1-inch line, and then they went 3 and out. So this time, they're due to drive down the field. Here's Sherman. Looks over the defense. Twins to the right, one receiver to the left. Takes the snap. This is going to be a handoff to Miller. Tries to get outside and can't get around Zayden Martinez. Man, that kid has been all over the field tonight for the Redskins. No gain on that first down run for Miller.
Martinez definitely has been a player of that side. They saw Great Bend's tendency, stacked up the short side of the field, shot through there. Again, nice individual tackle by Martinez. Great Bend wants to get that clock a-rolling, get some time off of here, but they want to pick up yards as they do it. And that time they get no gain.
7.5 minutes to go. It's 21-14 Panthers. 2nd and 10 from their own 24. Trying to get something cooking here. Sherman takes the snap. He looks left, throws left. It is high and out of bounds. Well defended that time by the Redskins to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, page out of the Redskins book, throw it out into the flat. Timing not there. Sherman sailed it over the head of the intended receiver. Big 3rd down here, 3rd and 10 for Great Bend.
All right, let's see if the Panthers can unleash their best 3rd down and 10 play here at their own 24. A first down would be great here to retain possession of the football and to run some clock. Great Bend will send 3 receivers to the wide side of the field to the left, 1 to the right. 3rd and 10 from the near hash. Miller empties out the backfield. Here come the Redskins. Sherman gets around the first, throws on the near side. There was nobody. The closest person to it was Aiden Davidson. So the Redskins brought the blitz when the Panthers emptied it out. They didn't get a play off, and the Panthers will be forced to punt. This is the 3rd 3 and out with the Panther offense tonight.
Yeah, back-to-back punts looks like here for the Panthers. Sherman doing a nice job to elude the one man that was blitzing. That's Juarez, who's gotten back there 3 times tonight to wreak havoc in the backfield for Great Bend.
Sherman to punt this ball from his 10. Good snap. Redskins got the return put on here. And the punt hits in the middle of the field. It took a liberal bounce. Trent Kern will down the ball at the 45-yard line. So Liberal gets their best starting field position here in the second half. Short field with 6:59 to go, trailing 21-14.
Well, the Liberals in a must-score situation right here, down 7 points, 7 minutes on the scoreboard. They've gotten Great Bend stopped every time so far in the second half. They can't rely on that luck to continue. If you're a Liberal fan, they need to move the ball. Great Bend, great opportunity to get another big stop.
This is Aiden Schwint. Quarterback run to the right. Trying to sprint, stops, and he ran into Colton Brock on the far side. Looked like Colton was trying to strip the ball.
Yeah, that's what I saw. We haven't seen that since Jace Brock and his group was a player back here. Brock used to do that a lot. He's on the staff. Wonder if he's been teaching that in his spare time to some of the defenders. But Colton Brock giving chase, taking an extra step. We could all see it from our vantage point, trying to rip that football out. We said they were carrying it very loosely out there in one hand.
A gain of 1 for Schwint, 2nd and 9. Kappelman back to the quarterback now. He takes the snap, looks right, throws right. It is incomplete. That was intended for Eric Lira, the tight end. And it was Colton Brock in coverage over there for the Panthers to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Brock comes out now. Had a good week last week in Dodge City. Had 2 good plays in a row right there for the Panther defense.
6:19 to go in the game. Panthers on top by 7. 3rd and 9. High snap. Kappelman brings it down. He steps up, airs it out over the right side, and it is incomplete over on the far side. Is there a flag, Kevin? No? Okay. And so now Liberal goes 3 and out.
3 and out in quick fashion, too, passing the stop clock. They're going to have 47 seconds plus this play on this drive.
Aiden Schwint is the punter for Liberal. He stands at his 32. Panthers have 2 men back. That is McMillan and Council. And they're going to punt it up the middle. Council on the hop. Outside at the 15 to the 20. Panther sideline cuts back 25 and run down there. And maybe forward to about the 27-yard line. So the Panther defense holds again. 6:01 to go. This is Panther football powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
This is GBHS alum Taylor Calcara, Watkins Calcara Law Firm. We are full of Panther pride and are glad to call Great Bend home. Your home for Panther sports is B1043 The Point, KBGB, Great Bend. Go Panthers!
That's right, Taylor. Go Panthers. 6:01 to go in the game. 21-14 good guys. 1st and 10 from their own 28. Here's Sharman. He will empty out the backfield. Here comes the quarterback blitz. They catch it to Miller on the little out pass. Gets the corner turned. 1 man to beat, and he is pushed out of bounds on the Liberal sideline at the 46-yard line. Oh, a big play there for the Panthers out of the backfield to Cody Miller.
Yeah, and they had that time perfectly. The blitz came through again. We've seen it several times tonight. Juarez, he was 2 steps away from getting Sharman. Sharman just stood tall, delivered it. Did not get a touch on our quarterback. Hit Cody Miller in stride. Big first down for Great Bend.
Gain of 26 yards. To put the Panthers in business, 1st and 10, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap to Sharman. Handed off left side, Miller. Bounces it outside and then dropped at about the 45-yard line. Let's see if they give him forward progress to the 44. Looks like they will. It'll be a gain of 2 yards.
Both teams full set of timeouts. Liberals playing for a stop. Great Bend's playing for a score. Great Bend can finish off this drive for the first scoring drive in the second half. Might just be able to put the ball game away.
21-14 Panthers, 2nd and 8 from the Liberal 44. Ball in the far hash. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the left. Here comes the corner blitz. Panthers read it. Sharman rolls to the near. Still rolling. Still rolling. He's going to throw incomplete. Couple of guys fell down. The Redskin defender fell down. So did Colton Brock, who the pass was intended for. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Liberal not staying passive there on defense. They're putting pressure on Great Bend, not letting Sharman have any extra time back there, making him find somebody on the move. Nobody really opened up. He tried to make a play. Good decision just to kind of throw it away. Big 3rd down here for Great Bend.
See a backup safety out there for the Redskins on this 3rd down and 8 play. Snap will come from the Liberal 44. Twins left, twins right. See what the Panthers have in their bag of tricks here on 3rd and 8. 5:05 to go. Sharman will roll to the near side. Still rolling, still rolling. Airs it out. It is incomplete, almost intercepted by Adden Amador. Not AB, but Adden Amador. Pass is incomplete to bring up 4th down and 8 now.
Liberal had that defended well over the top underneath. The guy over the top closed late. Got there too late to make the interception, but did have a chance at the football. You could see Council open up the deep out route, but they had that covered. Nice closing speed there. Great Bend looking for the coffin corner punt here.
Sharman will stand at his own 43. There is nobody back deep for Liberal. So he's got the whole field to work with here. Let's see if the Panthers can down it. And can they? Oh, not quite. Matthew Mader was trying to down it, and he had it and was trying to slide down. And just as he did that, his right toe touched the end zone. A great effort from Matthew to try to keep that ball and down at the 1. Instead, it'll come out to the 20, which is just fine. Redskins have got to go to the length of the field here with 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go, down 21-14.
And you called it not too long ago. They're going to live or die on the arm of Kaplan. The only question is, on 1st down, are they going to come out here and try to run the football from the 20-yard line in the middle of the field?
Juarez will stand to the right of Kappelman. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. It's going to be a give to Juarez. He gets the corner turn, still on his feet. He's got a first down and dives forward to about the 35-yard line. That's the most successful run of the night for Tristan Juarez, a gain of 15.
Great Bend, they picked up, they blocked Great Bend on the outside edge. Great Bend comes over the top. He completely loses his feet and comes back around from no momentum, as you said, to make the best run of the night for the Redskins.
1st and 10 Liberal now from their own 35, 4:22 to go, clock moving. Kappelman takes the snap, back to Juarez, right up the gut, gaping hole, and he's got a first down into the Panther territory at the 49. Well, now all of a sudden Liberal's going to go back to the ground attack, and it's catching the Panthers in pass defense.
2 plays, 2 big first down runs, that one right up the middle. I thought they'd be throwing it by now too. So I guess wrong. Liberal's on the attack with the running game.
Here is Kappelman back to Juarez, now to the near side. He ran into Premer, spins off of his tackle, then gets wrapped up at about the 43-yard line for a gain of 6 this time.
You know, I said it earlier in the ball game, tempo for Liberal Redskins definitely changed under Coach Luters, and that time they had it. He's trying to get them to go fast, get up there, get set. Great Bend's trying to flip strength. They caught Great Bend not completely set on that play, but Great Bend stops him, makes a second down play for the first one on this drive.
Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. 3:20 to go in the game. Twins to the right, Martinez to the left. Here's Kappelman on this 2nd down and 3. He's looking right, goes over the middle. Oh, it was almost picked off by the Panthers. I think that was Matthew Mader who got his hands on the football. Just couldn't quite bring it in. This will bring up 3rd down and 3. That was a laser thrown by Kappelman.
Yeah, it was right through the hands of Mader, and he was there. Did not register the speed of that football coming in, but there was also 5 Panthers around 1 receiver. Kappelman trying to make something out of nothing. He is very lucky to hang on the football.
Spot is just barely across the 43-yard line. Liberals got to get to the 39. Direct snap to Kappelman, handoff in the backfield. They don't have it. That was Ivan Moreno who snuck in there to run the football. They're stopped at the 41. This is going to be 4th down and 2.
Now 3 minutes and rolling. They're on the Great Bend side of the field.
Clock is at 2:50 now to go in the ball game.
You might see Kappelman run it for the first time in a long while.
4th down and 2. Twins to the right, Martinez to the left, Juarez to the right of Kappelman. Here's the snap. It's Juarez to the left. Panthers come with the blitz. No good. He's still on his feet, and I think his forward progress is stopped. It is. It is. And the Skins didn't get it. Man, there was a Panther that shot up the field. I couldn't see who it was, who made the initial stop. Juarez bounced off of it, and then the rest of the Panthers, here you go, Jason, got to party on the football.
Yeah, they did. They had him stopped for a loss. He had a good second effort, but that second effort not going to get past the line of scrimmage. And we've got a linebacker down for Great Bend. That's number 52.
Matthew Mader is down on the field. He's laying flat on his chest as there is multiple Panther coaches down there looking at him. Aaron Beck is all the way down on the turf attending to him. So a lot of guys down there for the concern of Matthew Mader right now for the Panthers, who will have the ball 1st down and 10 from their own 41-yard line with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in this ball game. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause for a timeout for the injury to Matthew Mader right now with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Panthers on top, 21-14. This is Panther football powered by BTI of Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
If you can't move very well, don't feel good. If you don't feel good, you can't function at your best. Maybe it's time to see Dr. B. Have you Bugles Night Chiropractic. Stop by 1309
Okay.
Williams in Great Bend. Bugles
Oh,
Night
no, it's not
Chiropractic.
52, is it?
People
It's
who care.
62. That's Dion.
Plumbing and heating
Uh-oh,
emergencies
sorry.
rarely happen between 9 and
That
5.
was me.
That's why the pros at Comfort Pro are available 24/7, 365. Comfort Pro, the area's largest Bryan dealer, is just a phone call away. Your problem is no problem for Comfort Pro.
Even the cleanest houses and offices struggle with mold and mildew in the air ducts of their heating and cooling systems. Magna Dry Cleaning Services in Great Bend offers complete air duct cleaning. Magna Dry Cleaning Services, just north of 24th and Main.
Back to the action with Patrick Burnett and Jason Perry on B1043, The Point.
2.5 minutes to go now here in the ball game, and we have a correction. That is not Matthew Mater, the injured Panther down there, as we see Matthew on the sideline. And we think we know now who the injured Panther is, but I don't want to say it since we were already wrong once. I'm just waiting for one of the Panther coaches to move to the left so I can get another good look at the shoulder number. Again, we think we know who the injured Panther is this time. But immediately, the Panthers called for the paramedics to come from the far side to take a look. As there is a definite serious injury that has occurred for the Great Bend Panthers. There's 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game, and it is 21-14. The Panther defense has just come up with a big stop. So again, we have a stoppage of play for a injured Panther. And initially, we thought that it was Matthew Mater who was injured on the play, but it was not Matthew. As we can see that Matthew is down in the offensive huddle down to the left. So we do have an extended stoppage of play right now to attend for this serious injury with 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game. 21-14, Panthers are on top. As we hear the ambulance is coming over here to Great Bend's Memorial Stadium. So, Jason, this was one of those that right away, Ryan Zink, Kevin Sapezi, I see Dr. Randall Hildebrandt, they're all down there on the field, and it didn't take very long for them right away to point to the paramedics that were on staff here for them to start coming to attending.
No, and they were able to go ahead and roll the player onto his back. We had 2 doctors and a trainer down there and a physical therapist. It looks now like they're getting an air cast ready for something on the right side, so I think you can eliminate neck at this point. Go with shoulder, arm, collarbone area. It looks like an air cast they're trying to put on before they can get him with a stretcher.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing, Jason. As we've got a very serious injury to, again, we think we now know who the injured Panther is, but we're not going to say quite yet until we can get absolute clearance that we know who this injured Panther is, since this is such a severe injury with 2.5 minutes left to go in the game and a 21-14 Panther advantage. Let's go ahead and take another timeout. We'll be back with more after this. This is Panther Football powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Dom Pipe Testing is proud to bring you live coverage of Panther sports.
I'm pretty sure it's
Dom Pipe
Dion.
Testing
It is.
provides hot oiler, steaming, hydro testing, and rack testing services in the oil field and beyond. For quick, reliable service, call Dom Pipe Testing and go Panthers.
Do you need some trees removed, fill dirt or rock for landscaping or driveway? Maybe you need some demolition work done or a giant waste container. Whatever the job, make the call to Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 421 Washington Street in Great Bend.
Delgado's Mexican Restaurant at 10th and Stone Street is a proud supporter of the Great Bend High School Panthers. They're open for lunch from 11 to 2, dinner from 5 until 8:30, Monday through Friday. And for catering, give them a call and taco about it. Delgado's.
Great Bend Panther football is on your home for the John Boy and Billy Big Show. B1043, The Point.
2.5 minutes remain here in the fourth quarter as we have an extended stoppage of play now for an injured Panther who is down on the field, and an air cast is being applied.
You can see Coach Lutt, Kevin Henderson's spot, holding the player's helmet. So that'll give you an indication, Patrick.
Yeah, we kind of thought all the way that it was a Panther whose jersey ended in 2. We originally thought that it was 52, but we now do know, and we can confirm that it is 62 Deion Jones. The 6', 200-pound junior who has led the team in tackles, who has been one of their just stalwarts this year on the defense, and you absolutely hate to see this for Deion, as he has had a phenomenal year, and with the air cast being applied, Jason, you almost have to think that his season has come to an end with a very serious injury here tonight.
Yeah, that's correct, and they do have him sitting up right now. He is standing, so that's all good news, but yeah, he didn't move at the end of that play. He's a very active player, and he was face down, so you always think the worst.
Man, a hats off to the Great Bend Fire Department, as they were Johnny on the spot right away. I mean, as soon as Ryan Zink and the rest of his staff made the motion, the paramedics were right there and ready to go.
Now, I didn't see what had happened on that play, but a year ago, about the same time of year, we saw on the opposite side of the field where as he gets an ovation as he's able to go off the field.
It's his right arm. Deion is in a lot of pain.
A lot of time that happens when you fall back or you get a helmet or both. Last year we saw a man make a tackle from an opposing team, had his hand around the helmet. The linebacker came in and hit that vacant space where his arm was. So not the way you want to end this football game after a big play, a big stop that he was a big part of out there all night long, forcing Liberal to punt with 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Great Bend's offense gets back on the field trying to put this one away.
Yeah, it's awful hard to get back to playing the sport when you see one of your teammates getting carted off the field.
And a leader.
And a huge leader on that defensive side of the football. But you have to play on, and this game is not over. The ball is at the 41-yard line of the Panthers. Do we see 4 receivers to the near side, 1 to the left? Council in motion, and they try to sneak it to him, and actually it's an incomplete pass as they try to do that little putt pass to him. And thank goodness it was kind of a hot potato that time, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, it certainly got me excited up here. We got water going everywhere. Uh-oh, ball's on the turf, not good.
Well, and, I mean, there's nobody else who you'd want to get the ball into the hands of.
No, but that's a safe play since it's an incomplete pass.
Yes. 2nd and 10 now from the 41. Sharman turns. The give is to Miller. Not a whole lot doing. Man, Liberal's done a nice job tonight against the run. I say there's not a whole lot doing, and then all of a sudden the pile moves to the 44-yard line, and the Liberal Redskins are going to call timeout.
Yeah,
that's the first timeout with 2:19 to go here in the ball game.
That play of the council could have put the play away if he got the first down right there, and what it did was killed the clock, and that's not good. So this play here short, they stop it really quickly. So now 2 plays for Great Bend, 2:19 still on the clock, and Liberal burns their first timeout. Great Bend needs a first down. Liberal needs a stop, and this can get very interesting if Liberal gets what they need.
And you know what, Jason? The whole first half was all about the offenses. The whole second half has been all about the defenses. So both teams, they made the proper adjustments that they need to make. And here's the other thing, too, Jason, that's so big for Great Bend. You are now down one of your best defensive players.
Yes.
So if you can keep this offense out on the field, that is the best position for this Panther team. 3rd and 7. 4 receivers to the right. Here's Council in motion to the far side. Sharman takes the snap. This is a quarterback run to the left. Gets up the field, has the first down. Sherman's got the first down across the Liberal 45 all the way to the 42. That's a huge play for the Panthers. It's a gain of 14 yards on the play, and we've got a timeout. We'll take it. This is Panther football powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Get the latest 5G devices at Next Tech Wireless. Now you can get the iPhone 14 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus on us. We are Kansas.
Tooth loss is no laughing matter. Dr. Joe Rosenberg can fit you with conventional dentures or mini implants for single tooth loss. No pain, just gain. Keep your smile. Dr. Joe Rosenberg Family Dentistry in Larned, St. John, and Great Bend.
Sutherland staff and knowledgeable experts can help you plan any project. When it comes to home improvement and building materials, remember Sutherland's of Great Bend, a proud supporter of Panther sports. Sutherland's helping America build it better since 1917.
Back to the action with Patrick Burnett and Jason Perry on B1043, The Point.
First and 10 Panthers after the second Liberal timeout. It's a run to Miller on the left-hand side, and the Redskins will take their final timeout here with 2:08 to go in the ball game. This is Panther football powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
The American Plains Co-op supports all the students of USD 428 in academics.
We can get it back with, what, 20 seconds?
Your hard work pays off, and you represent
Maybe.
our community so well. Backing every Panther every day, the American Plains Co-op.
Advanced Therapy in Sports Medicine is the athletic training and sports medicine provider for Panther Sports.
Liberal's got to send everybody out there deep, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Get your life back.
Flame coming off of it. Incomplete.
I was going to say, do you have the stones?
If you're looking for residential, commercial,
Watch number 21 here.
Turn to Keller Real Estate
He's
and
coming.
Insurance Agency, 1101 Williams in Great Bend.
The official home of Panther football is B1043, The Point.
Second down and 5 for Great Bend from the Redskin 37-yard line. Caden Sharman somehow got stopped at the line of scrimmage and was able to push forward and get a gain of 3 yards. We're inside 2 minutes to go. Liberal cannot stop the clock anymore. Third down and 2 from the Skin 34 coming up.
Well, you got a couple yards here to go for Great Bend. Liberal patiently waiting, trying to get their chance to get the ball back with just a few seconds.
If the Panthers get the first down here, the game's over.
Correct.
Great Bend on top, 21-14. Third and 2 for the Panthers from the Redskin 34. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Here's the direct snap to Sharman. Liberal shows that they're going to bring the kitchen sink, and now the Panthers are going to call a timeout. They kind of wanted to see what Liberal was going to do.
Timeout, Great Bend. It's our first charge timeout of the second.
And let's take our final timeout. Panther football is powered by BTI, a Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Farmers Bank and Trust, committed to supporting the communities we serve. From ag lending, home loans, and mobile banking to participation in the activities that make a community strong. We're proud to help bring you this Panther broadcast. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
The trouble with the future is that it keeps getting closer and closer. It is important to begin developing a plan today. At Edward Jones Great Bend, they like to look at your individual needs before anything else. Call Todd Armitage, Jim Bopat, Chris Sundahl, or Jim Armitage at Edward Jones Great Bend today.
This is Julie from the Field House, and we are a proud supporter of the Great Bend Panthers. Here at the Field House, we believe that starting youth athletics builds character and leadership skills. So check us out at fieldhouseg.com.
It's Panther football on B1043, The Point.
If the Panthers get this first down, it's good night, Gracie. 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 3rd and 2. Sharman, quarterback, run to the left. He's got it. Sharman's off to the races to the 10, the 5, and he scores. Sharman Sherman, house call from 34 to put icing on top of the cake late in this baby.
Well, that's one way to get the first down. And the points Great Bend needs, first score of the second half, comes on the last touch that they need.
And it is time to text your name to 620-639-6WIN to the Next Tech wireless phone for your chance to score first with the Panthers and Delgados. Here comes the PAT. Low snap. Good hold, and the kick is up and good. A 34-yard run by Caden Sherman to ice this baby.
Thanks to owners for their generous and continued support of Panther Athletics.
1 minute, 12 seconds left to go. That is the first score of the second half for either team.
Well, with all the timeouts in that one, it took 1 minute and 18 seconds, Patrick, for 6 plays for the Panthers. I believe that was a 59-yard drive. And then you got the yardage on Sharman. You had 34 yards on the TD run.
Yep.
He was really wanting to get 4, and he got 30 extra ones and put it in the left corner of the end zone. Very explosive run by the senior quarterback for Great Bend.
Man, this is the first time this year we've seen the Panthers busting out some plays deep in the playbook. We haven't seen a whole lot of 4 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Now, at this point, you're trying to empty out the playbook. And really, Jason, this puts the Panthers in excellent position now, as there's a very high spinning kick taken by an up man at the 25, and the Panthers are going to rally and tackle him at about the 30-yard line. Caden Hoffman down there on special teams for GBHS.
1:07 to go for Liberal. They're trying to put it in the end zone very quickly, which they can do at the arm of Kappelman, and try to get an onside kick and get the possession back.
Yeah, they got to get 2 scores in 1:07.
Tall order.
Very tall order, but very doable. So the Panthers defense, they now shift on the play. Here's Kappelman, 1st and 10. He looks to the right, comes back to the left. He's under pressure. He's going to throw on the run. It's caught on the far side. That's Amador. And he gets the first down at about the 43-yard line and a gain of 12.
Yeah, Great Bend got their secondary back there. Only rushing 3 men. Did get some pressure back there on the quarterback. And coming in to help out, that's Davidson on the offense or defensive spots.
Yeah, Davidson was almost able to run Kappelman down. There's a minute left to go. Liberal has no timeout, so they have to keep getting out of bounds. Twins to the right, twins to the left, 1st and 10. Down 14 are the Skins. Man, it looked like one of the receivers left early that time. They throw it short. Tackled inbounds. That was a great tackle by the quarterback, Caden Sharman, on Aiden Schwint.
Sharman might have a little adrenaline still after playing that ball game away and housing that, and they're double teaming Martinez.
Only a gain of 1. Quickly to the line of scrimmage come the Redskins. They'll throw it to the far side. Caught. First down to the Panther 47-yard line is A.B. Amador. Again.
Clock stopped us at the chains at 33 seconds.
That was a gain of 7. Now they're going to loft one to the near side. It is nearly intercepted by McMullen and actually was knocked away by James Feeser late.
Now time is not on Liberal side. 23 seconds to go. They've kind of stalled out here on the deep passing attack. Yeah, we had every chance to get the interception right there from McMullen. And if Liberal is going to make any attempt at all, they really need to put it in the end zone on this play.
Man, this is going to be Kappelman's 30th attempt of the ball game if he throws this pass. 2nd and 10 for Liberal from the Panther 47. There's 23 seconds left. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Hold everything. Panthers are going to take a timeout. Trent Kern put his hands up in the air as if to say, what's wrong, Coach? We had this. But Great Bend just wants to make for sure they got the right personnel out there. They got everything covered.
Well, they do have a defensive switch up front.
Now, here's the thing, Jason. Panthers on top 28-14. If they can complete this win, you've got a really struggling program in Ulysses coming to town next week. The Panthers can get this win here, get that win against Ulysses. That puts them at 5 wins on the year. And regardless of what happens, if you go to Garden City, to end the regular season at 5-3, in my opinion, puts the Panthers in position to possibly host a playoff game coming up in 3 weeks.
Well, that's a different chapter to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah.
I knew we'd be on the cellar, and that's not where you want to be, playing those top teams in the West on 5A. You want to be in that middle somewhere, whether you're in the top of the second half or the bottom of the top half, but it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out.
Here comes Kappelman. He's going to throw over the middle. Zayden Martinez brings it in at the 35-yard line, and he stays down. That's a gain of 12 for Martinez.
Timeout on the field for an injured player.
I think he'll be okay here after a few seconds.
Yep. He is. He's up right away. They don't have any timeouts. The spot will be the 34-yard line, so we'll give him a gain of 13 instead.
Did stop while they moved the chains. And now they're winding the clock. Liberals not ready to go.
Clock is at 10 seconds now. Twins to the right, twins to the left. There's 6 seconds left. Kappelman, high snap, brings it down, throws to the far side. It's caught. That is Amador out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that is the ball game after a gain of 12.